This is Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen, and we're on the Chapter 5, the first part of Chapter 5. You all are in Calaman, and when we finished the last adventure, you were in a battle with a skeletal knight that had been raised into animation by Lord Soth. Lord Soth, if your vision was correct, had been in the chamber moments before you were there and had acquired part of the flame of the cataclysm. He held his scepter with the skulled scepter that he had to the flames, and they were pulled into his scepter, and then he departed. And then you were left to fight the skeletal knight by the name of Sarlamir. And Sarlamir had used a dragonlance to slay some good dragons in a confrontation with the priest king.
Oh, yeah.
And that dragonlance had withered to where now it's just a spear tip, which you now have in your possession. Hopefully, somehow you can reforge it in this time of need. The last thing that Sarlamir said when you defeated him was that Soth had beckoned him to follow him north, back to the place of Soth's dishonor. The place in the northern wastes, back to the place of, actually it says back to the place of his dishonor, so this is Sarlamir's dishonor. The place in the northern wastes Soth calls the City of Lost Names. So when you emerged back from the catacombs, of course there was the massacre that had happened, that you guys had defeated that ghost that had been part of that massacre. So it's not long after you emerge that Darrett and Marshal Vendry return with their troops. They are obviously going to learn about what happened in the city while you guys are at the castle, so you await their arrival. Darrett looks like he's grown up a lot in the last several weeks, and he's happy to see you all. And Marshal Vendry's happy to see you, and they ask you, what's happened? They've heard some rumors coming up here, but they wanted to hear it from you. This is actually Darrett.
Skathik will give him the... Oh, God. Well, and Skathik would absolutely tell Darrett what happened.
Okay, Marshal Vendry had to go with the troops, so this is just Darrett.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah. Tell Darrett everything.
Okay. Darrett is, of course, saddened at the news of all of the deaths that had happened to the guild members, to the council, and to the governor. You tell him everything, like with Soth and everything that you saw?
Mooncatch leaves out no details, including very many details that
weren't really details.
That aren't true.
Okay, Garrett.
Or relevant.
Garrett says, rest today. I'll have to talk to Marshal Vendry and see what we're going to do. I'll send scouts to see if I can find out where Lord Soth and his retinue went after fleeing the city, and I'll canvass all the guards on all the towers, and we'll see if we can find out which way Soth went. You said north or northern wastes or something?
To the northern waste, yeah.
Okay.
Apparently, because it was some place where, I'm trying to remember. Someone had raised a city. God, maybe it was even flying, and the dragons were pissed off about it. And so the dragons were there telling them not to.
It was gold dragon that raised the city. I remember that distinctly.
Oh, was it? Yeah, there was something about, but no, there was some king guy who had done something and set himself up as king in the city and taken it to a place or did something, and the dragons were unhappy with what he had done.
He said he was the king of the gold dragons, and he was going to invade their flying city.
Make a wisdom insight check, everyone. Oh, let me ping you in case you're not near your characters. You are right there.
I got it. Don't worry. Definitely right.
With your 17 insight, Wilvin, you notice that Darrett is taken more to listening to what Skathak says than to what Mooncatch says. But he tries to hide it.
He hides it well enough for Mooncatch.
Yeah, Mooncatch doesn't know.
Skathak is too caught up in arguing with Mooncatch to notice anything.
Okay, so that day you guys are...
And then that knight killed the dude up there. That was the big thing. Killed the dragon.
Got it.
Right.
Well, you guys are free to rest that day. Go into Calaman, get any supplies you need. Darrett will converse with Marshal Vendry and then be in touch with you all. Maybe not till the next morning. So, if you're ready for the next morning, move your token up. But if there's anything you want to do, we can do that.
Can I buy a potion of greater healing?
You do find a potion of greater healing. Back with your old friend, Wyhan, who is very uneager to hear how things are going with you.
Are we going to do character introductions?
Yeah, we should. Let's do that. Okay, Benin, we'll start with you.
Yeah, Benin is a dwarf who grew up on the streets, but As he reached maturity, he started feeling the touch of the divine, and now, somehow in touch with these lost gods, he is trying to get closer and do right.
All right. Next we have the Kender, Calvin.
Elven clearly is of that tribe or sect or group of Kenders that is not as talkative as the one the Mooncatch came from. He's more of a listener, a wanderer, and a collector of tales and drift clubs. So that's Calvin Tendertoes.
Mooncatch.
Mooncatch excitedly shows off to Wyhand his brand new cloak, which you all would recognize as the Kaganesti Forest Shroud that was found last time. Only it's now been dyed an obnoxiously bright red. He tells her it's a magical cloak that lets you pop from one place to another, but only once a day. And then he shows her how it works and teleports to the other side of the room, wasting today's charge.
She rolls her eyes and asks, "Are you going to buy anything?"
Oh, yeah. He buys a very... he pays 100 gold for something that is clearly just like a knockoff touristy thing. But when he walks out, a potion of greater healing somehow finds its way into his pouch.
Nice. Okay, she's happy to see you leave. Skathak.
Skathik Brightblade is a knight of Solomnia, specifically a knight of the sword. She is a devout paladin of Paladine, and that's her. Oh, she does now have an aura that is a +3 that her friends might find useful.
All right. Wilvin is a barbarian who accidentally drank some enchanted fey wine, infusing him with the mirth of the Feywild Plain, which fuels his barbarian abilities.
Very good. Okay, so now we're back to the day that you have free in Calaman. Ben, and I think you were complete. Does anyone else need to do anything? If not, you can move your token up 1 square.
Gathic wants to go and check on the citizens of Vogler and make sure that they're being treated well, that they don't need anything, that they have enough food. Last time she had talked to Raven, right? Raven, she had suggested that they start rationing what they had because clearly war was coming, and so she just wants to check in on them.
You find them in pretty good spirits and pretty well housed and fed. They are rationing. They're being careful with their food, per your suggestion. They are actually. You haven't felt this like welcome in the lands very recently. Until you've kind of gained their trust. They're definitely leery of any kind of a Knight of Solamnia, but you've gained their trust.
Skathik is going to give the mayor 20 gold to start discreetly buying some more supplies and stashing them away.
You'll actually be talking to the vice mayor. I forget their name. It was the owner of, I think, the Fish Mart, because Mayor Raven is actually at the outpost that you guys recovered.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. Okay.
All right, so the vice mayor takes your money and will put it to good use. All right. Anyone else?
I was just escorting the paladin.
Got it. Okay. Anything else, Kathy?
No. Oh, I'm sorry. No, good.
All right. So that day passes, and then the next morning, Darrett meets you guys in the morning, and he tells you, so Marshal Vendry's working with the city to, maintain order and try and get some new civilian leaders appointed. She's been out to the various guilds, and I've been talking to them. And she'd like to speak with all of you this morning if you're available.
Oh.
Okay, well, I can take you to her now. So he gets up from the table after you guys finish your breakfast and leads you to meet with...
Derek, can you tell us who has stepped into the power vacuum after what happened here yesterday?
Yeah, I'd say it's Marshal Vendry.
Okay.
Basically, the city's under martial law right now, but she's trying to get civilian leaders appointed, so hopefully not for long. My scouts have reported that the Red Dragon Army has oddly split its forces. There is a contingent that's heading into the Northern Wastes. A contingent of the Dragon Army is heading into the Northern Wastes. I don't know much beyond that, and he's telling you this on the way to talk to the Marshal. Any questions for him before you guys arrive at the Marshal's room? All right. So he leads you into a meeting room. Marshal Vendry's claimed a modest meeting room down the hall from the council chamber that was marred by Lord Soth's attack. This room that the Marshal's in holds little more than a long table covered in reports, but you do have tall windows that offer a stunning view of the city and the harbor beyond. She invites you all to sit down. She's standing at the window, gazing toward the horizon. There's another person here already, Lord Bacaris, who glances at you and then bitterly observes, "Here they are now, Marshal. Perhaps if we hadn't put our faith in sellswords, my son would be at my side, and the governor would be still alive." And he looks at you all. Any response, or do you quietly sit down?
Well, I don't sit down. Is there a problem, Lord Bacaris? Or
he like as you're sitting down, and then the marshal turns around.
Oh, I know what the problem is. The problem is his son's a moron.
Oh,
well,
Jesus.
Yeah, that too. No.
The marshal turns around. She says, "Lord Bacaris, you may leave now." And he looks kind of stunned at that.
Yeah, thinks it's going to give him one of those like bye-bye waves. Like, bye-bye.
He grudgingly complies. And after he's left, Vendry asks you, "Can you explain to me what happened the day the governor died?"
Yes.
If you recall, the governor was sitting at the conference table with a sword through his chest.
I'll tell her everything from, we came back from, we had gone out to that battle.
Steel Springs,
we came back. The guards told us about knights. At first, quite frankly, I was excited. But then as they started, as we got some more information about them, it became obvious that they were not, in fact, or at least no longer Knights of Solamnii. And then just go through the whole thing, used Divine Sense, figured out they're undead, drove the ghost out of the one guy, who luckily, we were able to save. And then, just the whole, I leave nothing out.
She nods. As
Mooncat helps him tell the story.
She nods as you guys are telling the story. You kind of get the feeling she trusts you. But she says to you, "Lord Bacaris is spreading rumors that you could have saved Calaman's leaders. I don't believe it, obviously. But some locals are looking for someone to blame for what happened here. Excellent. The rumors of the terrifying slaughter have run rampant through the city."
Well, let's have a public gathering. We can employ the use of a zone of truth, and we can have him give his accounting of the last several weeks, and we can give ours. And if we can't come to an agreement after that, then perhaps we should meet in battle, and we'll have the gods. We'll ask the gods to bless the blades of those who speak true.
You see her smiling, and her smile growing bigger and bigger as you're suggesting this path. She says, "I'm afraid we might need to take another course of action. You mentioned something about a city of lost names, because you told her everything, right?"
Oh, yeah.
I know nothing about such a place, and I know the Northern Wastes is nothing but a deadly wasteland. If Soth is heading there, then I believe he presents us no further threat. And you also showed her the Dragonlance?
Yep.
Neither her nor Darrett know or are familiar with what it is or what it could do. They're impressed by it a little bit, even though it's pretty, war-torn.
We could
Darrett, while he's looking at it, and he's next.
Secret.
And I'm sorry, what was that? Keep the secret from other people?
Just between us.
Yeah, you're right. Bacaris doesn't need to know about this, and neither do anyone else.
I honestly, I wouldn't want to get people's hopes up that we could use it to defend the city, but if it's possible, then that would be great.
Darrett
definitely don't
whispers to you guys after he's done looking at the lance, and while Vendry's still looking at the lance, he says, "I don't think I would disregard what you learned. His goals seem to be cryptic, this Lord Soth, but I gotta believe what you've discovered is important, given that the dragon army is heading that direction." He then quiets down as the marshal finishes her inspection of the lance, and she says, "The reason I need you not in a battle to the death is because the military should be focused on fighting the nearby dragon army forces and restoring Calaman's government. I'll make sure Lord Bacaris is not in your way." Darrett says, You should tell her that you need to go north."
We should probably go north.
Darrett speaks up and says, Yeah, I don't think the dragon army plan should be taken lightly." Vendry looks at you, Skathek, and you, Darrett, and then at the rest of your group. She says, "That might be a better plan. I could send you north. You could find out what this dragon army's up to, discover their plans, and then return. And while you're gone, all this ire should blow over in the city. We should have a new council in place, and all be forgotten. And you'll return the heroes you are and be able to lead the defense of the city."
We could have Lord Bacaris come with us.
I don't imagine he'll
Catholic
volunteer.
says in more joking. Like, we all know that he's not going to volunteer for that. Like, all right.
Well, I don't know anything about these northern wastes that you are thinking of going to, but there is a library in the castle. You're welcome to look through it. I can make arrangements to make sure we have enough ships to transport a small contingent of our army to go with you. I don't think you want to face a whole army on your own. Of course, you'll have to do all the scouting yourselves, but we'll have an army backing you up.
Oh, well, that's more than I was hoping for.
All right.
Well, need anything else, everyone?
You all
No,
can...
this will.
You all can plan to leave. It won't be tonight. We won't have all the ships ready tonight, but tomorrow night. She gives you a dock to meet at tomorrow night. So you basically have the rest of this day and all day tomorrow. You'll leave in the dark of night. So if there's any spies, hopefully they don't see where you're going. So, does anyone want to do anything with your free day and a half? I'll move you down again when you're done doing stuff. You can move up. You got the library you could research stuff at. You could, of course, go talk to anyone else you want.
I think
Mooncat
I'll
would like to go to the library.
Okay.
I will follow my Kender brethren.
2 Kenders in the library.
I'll go to supervise to make sure they don't do anything awful.
I'm going to check in
Libraries are
with...
great because they let you just take books.
Okay. Good luck, Mooncat. Oh goodness, the gnome that we rescued. I'd like to check in with her and see how things are going, and perhaps she has anything that might help us in these northern wastes.
Okay. And Benin, what do you want to do? You muted if you... There you go.
These guys going to the library. But,
Oh.
so I guess I'll go there.
Something's going on with your microphone. It's really cut out.
I was thinking of joining the crew going to the library.
Join the group at the library?
Two Kenda and a librarian. That seemed like the best
Okay.
research crew.
Well, spending some time, the group of you in the library, you're able to learn that after the Cataclysm, which is like 300 plus years ago, the Northern Wastes became a barren, deadly region prone to flash floods. The strength of the 3 moons of Kryn pool floods in from the turbulous ocean into the various canyons of the Northern Wastes at random intervals, seemingly random intervals. It's a dangerous place to be. And then, Mooncat, you trained in history, right?
Yes, I am.
You also learn, finding the right places to look in the right history books, that there should be grand ruins predating the Cataclysm, littering the region. You only find a few accounts of that by some explorers who say it's a very dangerous land to be in.
Okay, I'm going to check out, I'm using air quotes, the book about the ruins.
Okay.
Take it with me.
Got it. Okay, the rest of you don't find anything more than that in your time in the library. Going to visit Tatina Rukeldust. Tatina is got a little home in the city, temporary home in the city. You arrive there to the sound, clinking, clanking sounds of her working in her shop of her new home. The door is shut. What do you want to do? Scat that.
Yeah, you said, I'm sorry, the door is like
Shut
yeah.
behind.
So
you can hear clanking sounds. She's probably there.
Yeah, I'll knock and.
All right. She opens the door, and you're startled to see that she's dyed her hair a vibrant violet hue. She's excited to see you. She's got unending questions about how the Fargabs are working. The Fargabs, you remember, Wilvin has one and Benin has one, and they are basically long-distance communication devices.
Yeah, they seem to be an excellent tool indeed, proving to be most valuable.
She pesters you with more questions about, what's been going on, what you've been doing, and then finally gets around to asking you why the visit.
Well, I wanted to let you know that we, us of us in the group that found you, are going on a bit of a secret mission. Also wanted to check in and make sure that you were all right. Obviously the change of situation in the city. There are those that I fear are going to use that vacuum that's been created to try to gain themselves power, and not being in the city ourselves, I'm not sure what we can do to help it, other than to tell you that I trust Marshal Vindry.
Why won't you be in the city again?
Well, we're going on a bit of a secret mission. Those who attacked the city, attacked the council, were looking we're looking for something in the catacombs below the city, and we fear that they found what they were looking for, and they are headed north into the waste to put that to whatever nefarious purposes they have. And so we hope to go and stop them before they can see that plan executed.
She is very interested in where you're going.
And
you can make a wisdom.
And I'll tell her.
You can make a wisdom insight check too.
Oh, I can. Go there. Ooh, so that would be a
nice.
19.
You get the distinct impression that she's pestering about where you're going, when you're leaving, all that stuff, because you feel like she's going to try and go with you, but she's not telling you that she's going to try and go with you.
Would you want to go with?
Yes, I never thought you'd ask. I want to see how the Fargabs work in the field. I want to observe and take notes.
Perfect.
Also, I'm working on a few other little devices here that maybe could be of use for us. She brings out this contraption that somehow it has like little jets of water. It's like a little mini fountain, and it's got a little teeter-totter thing that the water goes down and then fills back up the teeter-totter, then back down. You don't know how it works exactly. You know it spills a lot of water, and she's having to refill it all the time. But she's working on perfecting it. She wants to try that out when you get there too.
Sure. I think any help you could provide, and honestly, I would feel better about your safety not being here in the city while we're gone.
All right. She's excited, and she'll meet you at the boat, she says.
Right. Try. It really is a secret mission, so it's important that we not let people know.
Oh yeah, of course. Do I look like a Kender?
No, you don't.
Good. All right. Anyone else want to do anything on your time before you go?
Is Darrett staying? Did we get an idea? Is he coming?
Darrett's going
with
with you. He's going to lead the contingent. Yeah, he'll lead the contingent. Be about 100 soldiers will go with you.
And we had passed on. Had we passed on the message about the Mayor Raven needing reinforcements, so they didn't retake that fort?
Well, you have now for sure. So yes.
Okay. I'll make sure that that's done.
Okay.
And then I think that's what Scathic can think of.
Okay.
With my time in
Go ahead.
with my time in the library, I want to use my photographer tools to see if I can render any maps or anything of that nature.
You got it.
More just wanting to play with my tools.
You got it. I'm going to ping the map down here so you can kind of get a feel for what's the plan. So talking with Darrett, they're going to get you guys on board ships in Calaman here. And then they're going to try and get basically as far as they can get overnight. So they'll leave in the evening after sunset when it's dark. And then they'll sail north to a place called Wrecker's Edge. It's about as far north as they'll get. And they want you to disembark there. And then you can travel northwest into the wastelands. So that's their plan. You're able, with your cartography skills, to basically, map out this whole area that you're going to and find out some information about rivers that go that direction and other such things. So basically this map that you guys have, you get from your work, Calvin. You don't find out much about what these points that are named really are for exactly. Okay. Anything else?
Is there no guide skill or any
survival
traveler's guild? Yeah.
Oh, guild. No one goes into the Northern Wastes. You guys will be one of the first. There's really no trade up there. There's no one comes and goes from the Northern Wastes.
What did we decide? What is the current year?
351 in the spring.
Okay, perfect. I found the book that he checked. That
you found the book he took out. Nice.
Yes.
What is it?
Abyssinian Archaeology by Flinders Pitrai. It was written in 350 AC, so it's pretty recent.
Perfect. All right.
I'm going to add that to my inventory.
Okay, well, Darrett seeks you guys out the day you're going to leave and says, Marshal Vendry has everything ready, and we have actually a few hundred soldiers, so almost 300 soldiers to go with us. Let's see. Yeah, basically everything you already know is what he shares with you. So then, leaving Calaman, so that night, after the sun sets and it's getting dark out, really dark out, you all board the ships. And when you arrive there, you find Cudgel Ironsmile there. And of course, Tatina Rukeldust is there, ready to go. Tatina hands over to you guys a contraption that she thinks she's got mostly perfected. And she tells you that this thing can actually summon a spirit of water.
Can I try it?
No, you cannot. She tries to get it in the hands of someone taller as fast as she can.
Sure.
Okay, she gives it to Wilvin, and She then explains to you, Wilvin, that this thing, she shows you how it works, and basically takes an action to use it, and it will summon a water elemental. It's a little cantankerous, though. You have to do everything just right, because if you lose concentration and you spill too much water out of the device, the elemental will go off on its own and could come and attack you. So be careful.
Oh, we should be careful.
Okay.
Wilvin, I don't think
It's a
we can-
single-use thing. It'll only work one time. So you guys have basically like a gem of elemental summoning that you can use one time. Who would like to carry that gem?
Maybe we should give it to Benin.
Yeah.
Mooncatcher, would like to carry it?
Or how about
No.
well, Benin normally concentrates on. Could we do shit? Maybe Calvin, because it would prevent
I'm
Wilvin
more-
from raging. I don't need it. I get hit. I mean, I'm up in the front getting hit. So
Calvin, you're willing to take it?
I'm willing to take anything if it's advantageous to the team.
Okay. It'll work the same as an elemental gem, an emerald elemental gem. So you can look that up in the D&D Beyond to see exactly how it works. But basically, I think it's an action, and it mimics the same effect as a summon elemental spell, other than its casting time, I think. All right. So you embark onto the boats, and you're sailing away in the dark waters of Calaman Bay. Water's sloshing, wood is creaking, the ships are departing from the docks in the dead of night. A few citizens see you leaving, like dock workers and such, but not many know that you've left. The ships cut through the dark waters of the Calaman Bay, sailing to the perilous shores under the cloudy skies, basically all night. You'll arrive in the morning, so the ship's captain that you're on. Oh, and as you embark in the ships, Tatina asks if she can take one of the Fargabs onto a different ship and radio back and forth and see how it works. Would you like to help with that, Mooncatch? She asks.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So basically, she's radioing back and forth to Mooncatch as the ships get further close together and far apart to see how the radios work, and they seem to work fine. Action is speak into a mouthpiece and 25 words to a creature wearing it within 18 miles. And you can only really hear it about 10 feet away from it, so it's not that loud on the other receiving end. So it's not terrible for even if you're spying on things. You probably won't be heard. All right. So the next morning, sorry, skipping ahead here a little bit. Okay, here we go. Okay, so after you cross the bay, the ships that are carrying you and your allies arrive near Wrecker's Edge. They drop anchor near a rocky coast. Waves are crashing against the jagged rocks along the shore. Beyond the shoreline, you see red-hued canyons carving their way through a harsh landscape. In the distance, mountainous crags and strange formations jut skyward. Darrett asks you to take a rowboat, if you could, and find a place where the ships can disembark safely. You guys willing to go do that?
Yep.
All right.
Heck yeah.
All right. You guys head on out. And after about an hour of exploring the shore, you come to a narrow cove, which looks promising. So I got a map for this one. I'm going to move you guys to another map. Hopefully I don't have it all revealed. Nope, should be good. So grab your characters. It's taking a little bit to paste your characters on the screen. Bear with me. I think I'm doing it right. There they are. Twice. I wonder if Roll20 has been kind of slow lately. I don't know why. Okay, this is your rowboat right here. You don't have to have already put it ashore. You could stay out in the water. And I'll tell you what you see on this beach. So there is, first you, on the way along the coastline, you spotted here and there a few rotted wooden buildings, probably used by smugglers, but nothing safe for ships to land. Finally, though, you come to a clear beach inside a cove, and there's, strangely, though, already a small ship anchored there. What do you guys want to do?
can we tell anything about it, like from the make of this shit? Like,
Yeah.
Is there black and red sails?
there's
There's not black or red
a
sails.
giant,
Is there a
giant portrait
dragon
of
for the,
Takesis.
the
Is there anyone besides Mooncatch who's trained in history? Mooncatch, you can make a history check.
Oh yeah.
Wow. You know that is a ship of Sylvanesti Elven origin.
Oh.
Sylvanesti Elven origin.
I tell everyone that is a Silver Nestor elf ship.
I'll go check it out.
Okay. All
Well, I will
right.
too.
When you
I'm
get
pretty
close
sure
to
that-
it, you can tell that it's small, but it's seaworthy. There's probably enough room below decks or so for about a dozen maximum crew members, although you see no crew anywhere. Would you like to hop on board and explore it?
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Put you guys right where you step on board. And everyone else where you want to be when they do that.
So we're getting on like right here. Oops.
Benin, you want to be with the group? Okay. You step on board, and then a strange thing happens when you do. The sails seem to all of a sudden like catch wind, even though there isn't a strong wind blowing. And you look and you see something swirling around up there that rushes down toward you. And that's where we will roll initiative.
Oh, that's a lot of them.
Yeah, all three sails catch air as soon as you step on the deck. And then forming from the condensing clouds inside the sails are these elemental creatures that come swooping down to attack you.
Oh shit.
So, did I get everyone's initiative working correctly? We'll find out here in a second. 1, 2, 3. I had 2 Wilvens. So you got a 7. Fix that. And Benin. Well, we got 2 Scathics.
The 11 is the real one.
Okay. And then
Well, not the real
Calvin.
one. The other ones are from another.
You rolled a 25. Nice one, Calvin.
I will
Mooncatch rolled a 10.
I will
but-
swap with Wilvin.
Well, hold up just a second. I gotta get all the initiatives working still. Catch. Your shroud's also in the wrong spot. I'll fix that in a second. And what you actually rolled? 10.16. Okay. So Woven's incorrectly. Calvin Sathak. Benin rolled a 7.14. Fix that. And okay. Now, Calvin, do you want to trade?
Yes, please, with the Wilvin.
Okay. So Wilvin, these things are up in the sails, about 10 feet off the deck. Not quite in your reach yet. What do you want to do, Wilvin? You sure you want to switch, Calvin? Because they're not in Wilvin's reach.
Well, I thought it was. Well, they're nobody's reach except mine, are they?
Right.
Right. I was hoping maybe you could parlay with them, but I'll stay this if it's not within melee with anybody. But it's not because he was an elf. I was speciating, so I'll keep it.
Okay, Wilvin, go ahead.
Is this elemental right here? Can I climb up the stairs and hit it? Or are they all
Do you have a
like,
hand
right in the
free?
sails?
Oh, no, they're like 10 feet off the deck, yeah. So
Oh,
even climbing up the
okay.
stairs won't get you there.
I will rage and throw 2 javelins.
All right. The north one, middle one, or south one?
The north one.
Okay. Okay, both javelins
Pretty
hit.
They're not magical,
Okay.
so do with that as you will.
Okay, so it looks like 4 points and 4 points of piercing for a total of 8.
Take that.
All right. After
That's my
Wilvin,
turn.
first of these air elemental creatures swoops down to the deck level and attacks you, Mooncatch. Well, first they'll do a whirlwind, try to throw you off the boat. Whirlwind. Reaches near space, so it's going to get into Wilvin and Mooncatch's space. 17 bludgeoning damage and flung 20 feet, random direction and prone. 13 strength save is half damage and not thrown and not prone. So going to make a DC 13 strength save for Mooncatch and Wilvin. Nice, Mooncatch. And Wilvin, you make it with the Paladin bonus and raging.
Thank you.
All right, so you take half damage, both of you, 8 points of bludgeoning from that whirlwind of that guy. And he's now spent his whirlwind and also at 0 feet. Okay, that one's done. Skathak, your turn.
Scathach suggests that we get off the boat and see if they remain hostile, as they only showed up when we got here. But maybe it's like a alarm system or something. So Scathach is going to get off the boat and come back over here to help friends.
Very good. That one will strike at you when you do. Therefore, of course, provoking you, Wilvin, if you want. Skathak, 12 missed you.
And then she will dodge. Probably should have done that before she'll dodge over here.
Ooh, nice shot, Wilvin. 19, 20, 21?
Yep.
21. Okay. Magical 21. And then Mooncatch, your turn.
All right, Mooncatch is going to cast Misty Step, fix to there, and then he will ready a Firebolt with his Hoopak.
Okay. Ready to firebolt. And then air elementals going. The other two, the one to the north stays kind of flying above the deck, 10 feet still. The one to the south, I mean. The one to the north closes down next to Wilvin and strikes at him, multi-attacking with 2 slam attacks. 17 for 10 and miss. And then Calvin, your turn.
All right, I'm going to whack 30 for 10. So this is my intent all along. I'm going to give Wilvin the ability to move half of his movement just in case a raging barbarian wants to go away from fighting and go to the shore.
No, thank you.
Doing
So,
8 more,
13
so 18.
total.
18
Oh, yeah.
magical bludgeoning. Got it. Okay, after Calvin, Benin, your turn.
Okay, Benin will guiding bolt the one that's surrounding Wilvin. That's not the button. Looks like it started right, but
Ooh, man, you guys are on fire. The one attacking Wilvin, the one to the north one, so that's a hit for 12 radiant. and advantage on the next attack against that guy to the north. Round is over. Wilvin, your turn.
I'm gonna hit again, hard. At the one to my north, can I reach that guy?
Yes, you can. Oh, I'll
Okay.
change his altitude.
And I'm going to use my ready action to firebolt the wounded one.
Okay, go for it. Okay, hit and hit for 17, 18, 19?
19 and 12.
12. And then Firebolt 12 is a miss. After anything else, Wilvin?
Nope, that's my turn.
Wilvin. The one that you're fighting, recharging on his whirlwind, he does. He'll whirlwind you again. 18 bludgeoning, 13 strength save for half. You make it again with that Paladinora. You take 9 bludgeoning.
Thank you.
Scathak, your turn.
Did you see the 12 for 8 fire damage? I don't know if that hit or not.
12 missed.
Okay.
And I should probably, for yours, Josh, is let you announce what you hit, because you can always use that treat a roll of 9 minus as a 10.
That is true.
So you'll need to let me know when you say the armor class you hit, that's when you've decided if you're using it or not.
Done.
All right.
But I wasn't going to change that one.
Catholic is gonna remind everyone that these the ship is elven in nature. Clearly didn't look deserted, and it looks like these things are just trying to protect the ship. It wouldn't be the right thing to do to continue to fight them unless they pursue us off of the ship. And so, yeah, she's gonna step back and dodge and hope the situation diffuses.
All right. Mooncatch.
Mooncatch agrees, tells the story about how the Silver Nester elves are famous for their ships, and that they really like flying ships, and that's why they have air elementals. And he'll ready a firebolt.
Nice. Okay. The elemental to the south of Wilvin stays where it's at. The one to the north of Wilvin smashes him twice again. 12's miss. 21 for 10, Wilvin. And then Calvin, your turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna I understand what's prudent, but I'm gonna attack again. The northern one.
I like that. I understand what's prudent, but I'm going to not do it.
29
16 for 9 if 16 hits.
They both hit for 15 damage. Then Benin, your turn.
Sacred Flame, the one that's on the verge of getting winded.
13. Oh, wow. You got an air elemental. It wasn't able to dodge your attack, and you destroy it.
Those things are quick, too.
Yeah, they are. Round over. Wilvin, your turn.
I'm gonna disengage and back up.
Okay. Air
Off the
elemental will strike at you as you're leaving with a slam.
I disengaged.
He
Oh, you
disengaged.
disengaged. And then on its turn, does not follow. So you're right, Scathak. They don't attack if you leave the ship alone. And with that, you all are suddenly aware of a presence behind you. Having come down, maybe from some rocky cliffs behind you, there is an elf. And I have a better picture of the elf, too.
Looks like Elrond. Elrond's brother, maybe.
So this elf is carefully approaching you. He's got his hands raised, and he says, those are our ships. They're defended, as I know you've seen. I apologize if anyone was terribly hurt.
I was hurt, but I accept your apology because I went on the ship. I didn't mean to hurt your air elemental. I hope he wasn't a good friend of yours.
Not particularly. My name is
That's good.
Dalamar. What's your name?
My name's Mooncatch Stardancer. As you can see, I am a red wizard, and this is my red wizard cloak, which is actually an elven cloak. It's the I think the Kagunadu elves, something like that. So it's not Silver Nester, but it's still pretty cool.
He raises one eyebrow, Spock-like, at your description, and then looks to the rest of you and say, what are your names, and how did you arrive here?
I am Scathak Brightblade. Of the Knights of Solamnia, you can, we arrived here by ship. We meant no offense. We saw the ship and called out. There was no response. So we, quite frankly, we were expecting a dragon army members, and we were afraid that the ship had been attacked by them.
You're looking for a dragon army?
Yes. Have you not?
Everyone can make a wisdom insight check. Wisdom insight.
Oh, big money.
Yes.
Wow, Scathak. He definitely knows about a dragon army, and he says, dragon army, huh? And then you answer, and you can tell right away he knows. When he asks you the question, he knew about a dragon army. He says, I've seen some members of an armed force moving north. A lot of red in their regalia.
Probably them.
Sounds like it.
Do
I'm
they
part of
have,
I'm part of a contingent of Sylvanesti elves. The ship here is our conveyance, so
Wait,
as you can imagine,
quick, you said Sylvanesti, not Silver Nester.
Sylvanesti.
Good to know.
As you can imagine,
I glances down at
we'd protect
Mooncatch.
our only way off of this godforsaken land, right? So I hope you understand.
No fault of yours. Though perhaps I don't know, private property, do not enter, beware of dog sign or something. But
Yeah. Although I've not seen any civilized people since I've been here, so all I expected was predators. Would you like to come with me back to our encampment and meet with the rest of my group?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything you want to do before you go with him? It's about a day's travel, he says.
Well, should we use the far gabs that we have to give some to the army, like give one to the army or the Darrett or the gnome?
Oh, that'd be perfect. We can say you've done that if you wanted to. We can share that Chatina still has hers.
Because she wanted to test them, and that way we can talk to the army. Eh?
Oh yeah, I can fill them in for you.
Okay.
What do you say, Mooncatch?
I tell them that we found a place to land the boat, but there was another boat already here. It was a flying boat that landed. The Silver Nester elves landed it there, and they're going to take us to fight the dragon army. But we're going to meet them first, and we'll let them know when we're done.
So there's a place we can come ashore?
Oh, I'm sure there's a bunch of places you can come ashore.
Tell them, and there is, right, that we found. I mean, they could
where you're at now is perfect. Yeah. They can definitely disembark here. We'll disembark here,
but
and we'll set up camp.
Tell them to stay away from the ship that's parked here.
Oh, there's a ship parked here. Try not to run into it because it's really nice.
Okay.
The air elementals don't go on. Tell them not to go on it.
Yeah, there's air elementals on it. They're what help make it fly.
Okay. Very airy looking. Okay. Got it.
Not friendly.
Okay, so they'll disembark while you guys are traveling to see Dalamar's encampment.
Your kid's on the phone. You're trying to get them to relay a message.
All right. So Dalamar, he banters with you guys as you travel. He's very eager to hear about all the recent events in Calaman. He shares with you that he is painstakingly, he says, surveying the coast for ancient ruins, but there is none here. My leader, though, Zelsuel, wants me to search thoroughly anyway. I'm growing tired of it.
I show him the book I checked out from the library that's all about ancient ruins. Have you read this one?
No, tell me about it.
It's called Abanisian Ruins. It was just written a year ago, and it talks all about ruins. And so there may be some ruins in here that you would want to know about.
It sounds like there would. We'll be traveling for about, it's about 12 miles away, so it'd take most of the day. It's like difficult terrain everywhere you travel. You're up and down canyons and hills and escarpments, and so it'll take you most of the day to go the 12 miles. But
if we have a little bit of time to prepare, I'll go ahead and do Find Steed now that we're on land.
You bet. Yeah, go for it. You do Find Steed, no problem.
All right, Mooncatch, if you want to read out those ruins to Dalamar, you can ride and I'll walk.
Oh, well, we can both ride. I'm small, and that way I won't have to steer.
Steer.
Mooncatch, I don't know, it's noticed that every time that Mooncatch rides the horse, like Skavik always has the reins. I mean, it's also an intelligent horse you can communicate with telepathically. So there's like zero chance of the horse, doing bad things. Anyway, that's awesome. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, Mooncatch will read out loud the book, but he does skip around a lot.
Okay.
Hope this elf knows what he signed up for.
Feel a map to you guys is right, and you're traveling from the bottom of the map. Put that on the map there. There we go. From the bottom of the map towards the top of the map, and you're crossing another one of the ravines. And this time, as you're crossing this ravine, there's some water flowing through it. And Dalamar explains, and you guys already know this, that these canyons will flood at unknown intervals, having to do with the movement of the moons of Kryn or other factors. He's not sure exactly all the details of that. Here's a good picture of the kinds of things you guys find in these various canyons as you travel. So it's like you have to
giant skeleton or like a normal skeleton.
Some of the skeletons are like giant sea creatures.
Oh, okay.
So even giant sea creatures get washed up into these. So this is difficult for your horse, and you would have known this before you summoned your horse. So you don't necessarily. Although, can you put him in and out of a pocket dimension?
I don't think so. I
Yeah.
can just
So you might
resummon,
not want to summon a
unfortunately.
horse. Up to you.
Yeah, then yeah. If it wasn't, if we weren't on land and I knew, then I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
It was more to make the travel easier. So then I'll.
So
Well,
this is one of many canyons that you have to find a way down, get across, and climb back up the other side. And I need to have you guys, wherever you are on this far shore, you've got to the far shore. Dalamar's found a way to climb up the side that's climbable for anyone when something will happen. So I'm going to put you guys where you want.
Just a Kraken. No worries.
I gotta find my mini. There. Would we have had a chance to take a short rest?
Yes. Go ahead and do a short rest. This is a couple hours after you've left the beach.
I can use 5. Oh, okay.
Okay, so as you get to the far side and you're ready to climb up the other side, you'll need to have hands free, so you probably have your shields stowed, and you're getting ready to climb when water starts rushing into the canyon at a rapid pace, and I'll need you all to roll initiative.
Oh, no.
Okay, carried on this water, unfortunately for you all, are giant octopi. So you quickly find yourselves in this situation.
Oh, great art.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
As the water's rushing in, you guys are getting ready to climb the cliff face. Giant octopi arrive on the floodwaters. And so effectively, the whole canyon from wall to wall is water, so the octopi can be anywhere at this point, just for your reference. So again, you guys should have your shield stowed, your weapons sheathed, your hands are both should be free. And then counter starts because you're just ready to climb, but you can, of course, draw a weapon at the same action that you attack with it. Calvin, you're saying you want to switch with Skathak?
Yes, please.
16.08. Okay. Then, as the water's rushing toward you, you would guess you have... checking to see. The walls that you have to climb are 50 feet. So it's 50 feet up.
Wow.
The floodwaters will come in on initiative count 10 and initiative count 0. They'll get progressively worse. So to beat the flood, the bad flood, you want to get out of there by initiative count 10. Mooncatch, you're first to go.
Whoops. Shoot, I didn't mean to do that. But I will look at this. I was just seeing if it could go up vertical.
It's casting times a minute, so.
Well, but not for a lunar caster who gets to use it as a one time a day immediate cast.
I don't think that's true.
It is, actually. Yeah. It's the part of the lunar embodiment. Well, I'll look it up here in a second, but you can use it once per time. I don't believe there's a casting time for it. Oh,
Yeah.
no, that's just...
It's just free
no,
one time. Yeah.
I thought that it was... Okay, never mind. Okay, so I will... is it athletics check to climb, Will?
No, it's free to climb, but it is difficult terrain.
Okay, so
it's 1...
30 feet.
And then 2, 3, and you're 5 feet off the ground. 4, 5, you're 10 feet off the ground. If you want to dash, you go 6, 7 for 15, etc.
Yeah, I'll dash and then Misty step to the top.
Okay. After Mooncatch comes Benin. Oh, also, where did you start, Mooncatch? You remember?
I started right there.
Okay, you're good. Then comes Benin. So again, Benin, it's free to climb. It is difficult terrain. Are you back, David? You muted if you're talking. David might not be back yet. And the octopus goes next, so let's give him a second. Hey, David, are you back yet? You muted if you're talking. Shane, are you back?
I am back, yes.
Evan, you back?
Oh, I'm muted. Yeah, I'm back.
Are you with David, or are you guys different places right now?
No, I'm with him. I can get him if you'd like.
Yeah, can you check and see if he's available?
Yeah, sure thing. 1 second. Yeah, he said he couldn't hear anyone, so his headphones must be.
Okay.
Fritz.
I'm back. People now.
All right. So Benin, you're at the base of this cliff. It's 50 feet to the top. The water's rushing in. On initiative count 10, it's going to really be rushing in. Octopuses are being carried by the waters. You're out of their reach at the start of your turn, and your hands are both free. You don't have to make a check to climb. What do you want to do?
I can't think of any other way to get up there other than climb, so I am going to try that.
Okay. So with a dash, you'll be able to get 30 feet up if you want to dash.
I do.
Okay. So we'll just put you up, and you can put your altitude at 30. There you go. And after Benin comes the first octopus. So this first octopus is carried on the waters, goes by a lot of you guys, and then gets close here to you, Calvin, and then reaches out with its tentacles at you, Calvin. 16, I think, hits you for 13 bludgeoning, and you are grappled. So you can put a grapple mark on your guy. And you're restrained while you're grappled. And it's a 16 to escape. Then Scathak, your turn.
Well, shit. Is the skill check?
We're doing the playtest, so it's actually a saving throw at the end
It is
of
a
Calvin's
saving throw.
turn to get out. And I think the saving throw is a dex save, DC 16.
Oh, it's at the end of the turn, though?
At the end of Calvin's turn, DC 16 dex save to get out.
Well, and I don't think there's anything in the rules about me doing something to help Calvin get out, right?
You
Like
could
doing it for
use your action to give him advantage on that save.
Yeah. Calvin, do you got a plan, or do you need help?
So it's my action. So I can't do anything but
You can do
try to
everything.
escape?
You can do everything you want to do, and then at the end of your turn, you get a free saving throw to escape. So during your turn, you can attack, but you're just at disadvantage because you're restrained.
Okay.
So
I
back
think
to
I'm just going to try to get it loose.
back to Scathak. What do
Okay.
you want to do, Scathak?
I'm gonna use a bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna dash and climb.
Okay, and you're in reach of 2
Five,
octopi right now.
50. Yeah. I'm gonna dash and climb.
Okay.
Let's just start off like. Well, that doesn't put me out of the reach. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm just going straight up.
Okay.
Just going straight up. So I can get up 50. You said the cliff was 60, correct?
Your speed is what? 30?
30.
So if you dash, you can get 30 feet up the cliff. But of course, you have to move 10 feet to get to it, so you'll get. That leaves you with
Is this all
50,
difficult
25
terrain down
feet.
here? Okay.
25 feet of movement.
Yeah. 25
So you can pick
feet.
out to 25 feet. But first, you'll
Right.
leave octopus reach.
Yep.
Try and grab you. Miss, and then the other octopus will try and grab you. Also miss.
All right.
They are done. Wilden, your turn.
Altitude goes-
Okay.
Oh, I didn't even roll
I'm
for
sorry.
Dalamar. Let me roll for Dalamar. Be going before you.
I'm
No, he's
gonna
not.
go this way.
How high is the canyon again? I'm sorry.
50 feet. 50.
50 feet.
Up there.
Okay. And how far up are Benin and Scathak?
I'm 25.
25.
Okay.
And if you click on them, they can enter their altitude. So Benin, you guys should enter your altitude in the
Oh,
gray
I thought I
circle.
put that in. Sorry, I thought I had done that.
Didn't I? Oh, that's temp hit points that I entered it. That's not right. Okay. I'll fix that.
I'll walk over and tap Calvin on the shoulder and use my face step to teleport him 30 feet up the wall.
Nice.
Oh, fuck,
Beautiful.
dude, that's awesome. That is
So you guys
awesome.
can both put you guys at 30 feet up that wall, altitude-wise. So now all you have is your guide down there.
He's a wizard. He'll be fine.
Should be
Just
fine,
fly
right?
up there.
Should have brought his party.
The next octopus comes to here on the wash.
Oh, no.
Tries to get
He'll be
Dalamar. 14 to hit. That doesn't even hit. So misses Dalamar. Dalamar's turn. He will fly spell. Or no, does he want Misty Step instead? He'll Misty
He should
Step. He'll Misty Step. That way he doesn't get attacked. Misty Step's 30 feet up to you guys. And you can all climb the rest of the way up safely. And this wash just comes pouring in the canyon. The octopi are washed away with it, and it pretty soon is like almost full. So huge tidal flood.
Mooncatch very excitedly asks Dalamar if he's also a mage of high sorcery.
Dalamar just nods at you.
Ooh, what robe are you? As
His
you can see, I'm
clothes
red
are
robe.
mostly black, if that matters.
Oh,
What?
that's very cool. I've met a very nice black robe wizard once.
What?
So that's cool. It's very nice to meet you. As you can see, I'm red. So Dalamar, Dalamar the Black. That's what I'll call you.
Okay.
I hope that's not too dark of a name, though.
No, that's perfectly fine. All right. Well, he takes you the rest of the way to the Elven camp, which lies next to some small ruins on a plateau overlooking the wastes. There's a dozen or so tents arranged in a spiral pattern. Let me draw up here for you. If you look down and to the left from where you're at, you'll see the map of the tents. There are about a dozen elves here, and the leader of the elves comes forward when you arrive. He says, Dalamar, what are you doing? Why are you bringing these outsiders here? Dalamar explains that he met you on the cape, or the cove, that they had set foot upon the ship but backed away, and he wanted to bring you guys here to talk about the dragon army. Zelsuel says to you all, the elves and I are conducting research, and that's all you need to know.
Oh.
Now, you should be off.
Well, we are looking for the Dragon High Army to stop them, and that's all you need to know. Unless there's something else you want to know, and then I will happily tell you.
He scoffs at your eagerness to rush to your deaths facing the Dragon High Army. Everyone can make a wisdom insight check for me too, please. So Benin, with your 23 insight, you can see that mention of this dragon army clearly gives Zelsuel pause, but he quickly dismisses the conflict as irrelevant to his people, and he demands that you leave and not return. He commands the expedition, all the elves around him, specifically Dalamar, to focus on your survey of the region. And Dalamar, escort these characters or these people away and return to your work. Dalamar tries to put up an argument, but Zelsuel will have nothing of it. And Dalamar says, let's go over here and talk to all of you, and starts walking away from the camp. Will you go with Dalamar?
Yeah,
Absolutely,
but
yes.
not before Skathix says, hiding doesn't make problems going away. Go away, and when you eventually have to deal with them, you'll deal with them alone.
You can see kind of just a look of smoldering anger at that. Like you
Perfect.
touched a
That's what
raw
I was going
nerve,
for.
but not necessarily the raw nerve you expected that you touched.
Hmm.
Dalamar, after your brief
Well, he
distance
gets so
away
sad
from
about
the other
himself.
elves, he says, the elves, we've recently spotted the dragon army soldiers heading north. I don't know their destination, but I
Mooncatch, don't tell them.
suspect they're not just wandering.
Mooncatch, don't tell them.
I wasn't paying attention. Sorry, Dalamar is not actually a black robe yet, historically speaking. He doesn't become a black robe until after the War of the Lands.
That's why I said he's mostly wearing dark clothing, not a black robe.
Okay, good. I was wrong.
Let's see. Yeah, they're heading north, and they don't look like they're just wandering. Why are
Nope.
you here? Why are you asking about them?
Because we're here to stop them. I
Yeah,
thought we made
we're-
that pretty clear.
Stop them
We're
from
heroes.
what? What are they looking for?
Well,
Conquer.
here's what's important. When you're dealing with evil, it doesn't matter what you're stopping them from, because whatever they're doing, it's actually bad. And even if it's not affecting you personally, like, it's still bad. So they should be stopped, right?
Of course they should be stopped.
Well,
You
then it
said
doesn't matter
something to
what they're doing.
Zelsuel. I don't think you know what you were saying. We come from
I do that all the
Sylvanesti,
time.
which now lies in ruins, smoldering ruins, after being invaded by the dragon armies last year. We struggled to defend our homeland, and ultimately we were forced to retreat to seek a new home. We, the entourage you see up on that hill there, we were among the defenders of the Sylvanesti. When we failed to stop the dragon armies, we were sent on an expedition to these wastes to follow centuries-old legends of Sylvanesti magic lost in the region. We hope to recover such magic and help to fight against these dragon armies. You know not of the destruction they can bring. He seems really mad. Now, what do you think they're looking for?
Oh, here's what I know, Dalamar. You invited us here. We were treated extremely rudely and told to leave as if we were insignificant. And so any response that you and your leader received is the response that you garnered with your behaviors. Now, I'm sorry to hear about your homeland, but had you asked for help, it would have been given.
What does the dragon army seek? What are they looking for?
Do we
in these
even know what
wastes?
the Dragon Army seeks?
I know what the Dragon Army seeks.
Do I know what the Dragon Army is seeking?
Evidently not.
If I knew,
Listen,
I would tell you. I promise.
I will tell you. I will tell you because it might help you, and maybe you'll come to your senses and help us. They acquired a flame that was at least part of the cataclysm, if not the cause of the cataclysm, from underneath Kalaman, and they are taking it north to an ancient scene where, unfortunately, a knight of Solamnia did not act as they should have and slayed a good dragon. What they hope to do there, we're not entirely sure, but we know that they've committed at least half of their army to marching north to do it. So it must be something very bad. So we hope to get there first and stop.
I think I know where they're going, he says.
Ooh, is it in the book?
I learned of a city from the Sylvanesti writings that led me and the other elves here. I don't know its location, but I am interested in finding it, as it's reportedly a magical marvel that might hold valuable secrets. I propose an arrangement. I'm not allowed to help you, as my leader has said, but you could help me to advance my research without technically disobeying my master. And maybe I can help you find what you're looking for.
That sounds good. Let's do it.
What do the rest of you think?
I agree. Yeah, we should do that.
I think it's our best chance.
I mean, clearly they oppose the dragons, so even if they don't want to work together, them succeeding in opposing the dragon should only help everyone else and in this evil. So yeah, let's. I'm down.
Good. There are ruins in these locations that are of similar age, I think, to the city. They might give us insight about where the city is. I should be able to glean more information about the city's location if you can tell me what you find in each of the sites. You can explore the locations, and I will convince Zelsuel to let me meet you at the last or the furthest location. Actually, be a kind of nearby location. I'm going to show you on the map where he's what he's pointing to or what he's describing here. So, look on the map. The 3 locations are, and he doesn't know, I think necessarily their proper names. There's some sort of shrine that's located at this confluence of the Deep Draught. And so, here, sure there for that.
Not a shrine, a shrine.
Okay, so right here at the confluence of the Deep Draught is some sort of shrine.
Would you center us?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, boom. Oh, okay.
You guys right now are, about 12 miles north of Wrecker's Edge. So right now you guys are over here. So there's one shrine there he'd like you to explore. Then there is a fortress, or the ruins of a fortress, to the northeast up here by the Spires of Dawn. And then there is finally an ancient tower of some sort, which is by the place called Storm Step. I can meet you at one of these 3 locations after you've explored them, and you can tell me what you found, and we can see if we can get some sort of clue as to where the ruined city might be. Do you agree? And if you agree, which one would you want me to meet you at?
Well, we could honestly meet at Deep Draught. I mean, we could immediately go to Spires and then the other something step and then meet you at Deep Draught, assuming it'll as a smaller force we should be able to move more quickly, perhaps.
We're gonna take a ship to the Spires.
We could go back and take a no, they dropped us off at Wrecker's Edge, right? Like they need to drop all of us off so the ship can go back, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, we could head up there. How long do you think it'll take you to get to Deep Draught? Asking Dalamore. Tom, you there? Anyone else? I mean,
yeah, I'm there. Sorry. So it's about a 4-day journey to the Spires of Dawn, and about 3 days to Storm Step, and 3 days to Deep Draught. So 10 days for you guys to make the journey if all goes well.
Okay.
You want him to meet you there in 10 days?
Sure, that works for me. Does that work for everyone? Is there something else y'all see than that?
Nope. Sounds good.
And then what instructions do you want to give your army that's waiting at Wrecker's Edge right now?
Oh, yeah, I have the call thing, so I should talk.
You do, and they're close enough you can actually talk to them.
They come up behind, meet us at Exile's End, like meet us where we are now.
Okay.
I mean, I'm assuming that if that distance works from Exile's End to Wrecker's Edge, hopefully from Deep Draught we can talk to them at Exile's End.
No, it's only 2 hexes or 3 hexes.
Oh.
Each one of those is 6 miles.
Oh, okay, so there.
We could just tell them to follow us to Deep Draught. But they should
be there in 10 days.
Yeah.
Stay a day out or something. Just we don't want the 2 armies meeting each other and getting froggy. And these elves seem like they're real not friendly.
Are they making their way that way too? Then they're not going to be hanging out.
The elves are not going that way. They're staying on the coast.
Yeah. I tell them, hey, you should avoid the elves because they're not very friendly. I think that they're upset because they didn't find any thing to drink here, even though the map seems to indicate that there's an inn that serves big tankards full of ale. So I would be pretty upset about that too. So probably best just to avoid them.
Okay. So the army will meet you at Deep Draught in little over 10 days. Your Dalamar will meet you at Deep Draught in just a little over 10 days, and you guys will head to the Spires of Dawn?
Yes.
Sounds good. Okay, so you can get some distance on it this day before you make camp for the night. You obviously aren't welcome with the elves, so you can make your own camp. But you run across something before you get too far away from where you start.
If Dalamar can clear up, we're checking these ruins for ancient Sylvanesti magic. Or information about ancient Sylvanesti magic.
He knows the ruins are of similar age to the city, and with your insights and reports about whatever magic remains at those sites, it might help him to glean more information about the city's location.
Okay.
So
I can do that.
Whatever insights or report you can provide might help him. That's why he's interested. Cool. Okay, so still the same day. You haven't had it. You can take a short rest if it matters. I mean, the last encounter was just against the octopi, so maybe Calvin might want a short rest. But yeah, you definitely get a short rest. Yeah. You can get some hit points back, spend some hit dice if you like. It's the same day as your last short rest. And maybe about several miles away from the Elven encampment, heading north, you guys come across something strange.
Can you snap me to my token, please, Tom?
You betcha. Just a second. All right, here you guys are. Okay, you find a stone archway. You can see it's lined with sigils. It's kind of in your path. You can definitely skirt around it if you want. What do you guys want to do?
What do you think, Moon? Worth looking?
Yeah, Mooncatcher's already making his way there.
Yeah, don't leave any stone unturned.
You can get as close as about halfway between where you're at now and it, and then once your marching order as you're approaching it about there.
Are we still in terrain where a horse doesn't make sense?
Yes, you are.
Need a couple more levels, and then maybe that thing can fly, and it'll be fun.
Okay. As soon as you approach, magical energy swirls within the arch. The magic kicks up nearby debris, which then animates into a golem that resembles a proud-looking human with fine robes and an aura of sunbeams around its head. So fine robes and an aura of sunbeams around its head. I'm going to use this. It doesn't have wings or anything, but it looks like that. And let's see, go. And after it animates, it moves to attack you guys. And something seems like broken about it. It almost appears berserk the way it's approaching you. So roll initiative. Ooh, it rolled good. Missing one initiative. Looks like Mooncatch.
It's me.
Oh, Scathak. Scathak, terrible initiative. Switching with anyone, Calvin? Doesn't really matter. You're all after the golem anyway. Anyone you could switch with.
Yeah, I'll do a Scathik because he's a paladin. Or sorry, she. Sorry,
Got
it's force her gender.
18.9 for you. Okay. Then, so Wilvin, this thing is malfunctioning in some way and charging toward you guys to attack you. You go first, Wilvin.
It seems hostile, so I'm going to run up and smack it.
Go for it.
I'm going to do a frenzied rage.
Okay.
16 hits.
16 does hit.
Takes 16 damage.
16. Got it. Then,
That's it.
Denon, your turn.
There seem like there's anything out of sorts with the arch that could be repaired or addressed.
The magical energy of the arch is flickering. It is surrounded by sigils all the way around. You think if you were skilled in Arcana and you had some time to study it, you could figure out what it is or what it does, but it would take a little bit of time.
Sadly, that's not me. Okay, then I will guiding bolt the creature.
This proud-looking human with fine robes and an aura of sunbeams around its head. He's like 10 feet tall.
Oh, yeah. That might not work with the radiant, huh? Well, I'll try. I'm going to try. I think I know the answer, but I'm going to try the sacred flame and see what happens.
Oh, you know what? Scathak, you are in a region that you could have your horse, so you can put your horse on if you want.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you got a ways to go before you get to the gullies and stuff. Okay, so Sacred Flame, DC 14, Dex save for this guy. Dex save. Got him. 8 points of radiant. All right. Now the golem goes. It attacks with a slam attack on Wilvin. 10's a miss.
Wolf.
Another slam attack on Wilvin. 18, Wilvin.
I'm glad that hit you.
Yep. Ouch.
20 magic bludgeoning, and your max hit points is reduced by the damage taken.
Okay.
Unless you make a 15 con save to negate that.
I got that. I don't got that.
Okay.
You got.
And one more slam on you. Crits you for
Damn.
34 points of magic bludgeoning.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Now, if you're reducing this damage,
I'm
are
raging.
you raging right now?
I am raging.
So your max is also only reduced by the half that you get.
Okay.
And 15 con save did not have your max reduced again.
Sure thing.
Made that
Okay.
one. So you can update your maximum hit points. It should be 10 lower than it currently is.
Mm,
And that's going to stay for
is
a
that-
while.
How do I change that? Oh, is that in bar 3 of the settings?
It is bar 3, yeah, which has 77.
Gotcha.
It should be 67. So this thing is exceedingly dangerous, you now know, all of you. So I won't hold anything back. And Scathak. This thing is an Astari creation.
Oh, son of a bitch.
And you got that lance. Your turn.
One. So from what you were able to glean over there, Ben, and there's no holding this thing off until we fix it, right? Like we've got to take it down. Assuming that answer is yes. I'm gonna use a bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on myself which means it also hits the horse. And then I will come up here and, well, I'm in that little square too, so it doesn't matter. Come up here, and then using the lance, I'll give myself advantage.
You can still decide afterward, even on that.
Oh, that is so weird. Okay.
I know. It's dumb. There's so many things that breaks. Just because DMs can't be tough.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
All
that's a
right.
hit.
Well, yeah, I guess I won't do that. Instead, I will do the... Oh, hell. I'm going to try to make it afraid of me, which there's a fair chance, a demoralizing strike. A fair chance it can't be. And I am going to reroll the damage on the lance. So add 6 more to the lance damage. So the lance damage should be 14.
Minus 14, and that's a magic lance, so that is full damage to it. I must have something wrong in that macro. I'm sure you can figure it out. It looks like I'm missing a square bracket in the macro somewhere.
Oh, gotcha.
But I have to make a wisdom save.
DC 14. Yeah.
Made it.
All right. I've done that. Oh, I get another attack. Yeah. Let's try it again. Well, we'll see if 15 hits.
15 hit.
Wow. And we'll re-roll the damage again.
I think that's once per turn. Isn't it?
No, we won't. Oh, it probably is once per turn. No, Piercer. A once per turn re-roll a die. Yeah, not attack. All the same, it's definitely a 1, so that'll do 8 points of damage, and I will be done.
Okay. After Skathak. Mooncatch, your turn.
Mooncatch is going to cast haste on Skathak. Haste on Wilvan.
Okay.
So I think Wilvan's doing some pretty good damage. So
Yep.
haste on Wilvan.
Thank you.
And then
AC.
what's that?
And it needs the AC too.
Yeah, I figured that'd probably be the case. And then Mooncatch is going to taunt. Hey, I recognize you. You were made by Istar, the dummies who caused the cataclysm. You suck.
Wisdom save. Nope, not falling for it.
Best.
Okay, after Mooncatch, Calvin.
All right. I'm gonna hoop at
Ooh.
Nice, that hit by a mile.
20 for 9.
9, okay.
Let me see here. And I'm gonna use my maneuvering attack.
15.
So 15, and I will give Benin half the movement. It seems like everybody else is where they want to be. And then I will taunt the big guy.
Wisdom save. Not taunted. Okay, after Calvin, round is over. Wilvin, your turn.
Well, I got a lot of attacks, and I want to do a lot of damage, so I'm going to make 4 reckless attacks.
Oh, nice.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Okay, 21
They all hit.
for... Oh, gosh.
Just add that all up for me.
Sure, let me just do math.
Get your calculator out.
Nice.
Yeah, that's why I have a calculator.
I think I have a... No, I don't. Never mind. Can you pull your calculator out and do some math while I recite the numbers for you? Thank
Can you
very much, please.
can you send
Let's see here.
Kirk
You're 13,
a
14,
message to log in real fast?
Do you get
27,
that HWM
28, 29,
right now?
33, 1, 32, 33, 33, and 19 is 52. You're right, Calvin.
Oh, very quick.
52 points of damage to that bad boy. Almost finished him.
Oh, wow.
So Wilvin
I'm going to spit on them, too.
goes crazy and is now granting advantage. But then you better say Wilvin. If you're talking, Dave, you're muted.
Save Wilvin.
Your turn, Benin.
Yeah, but Wilvin's doing just fine.
Not until it's the golem's turn.
When the column hits him 3
Okay,
times,
I'm
it won't
gonna-
be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna guiding bolt the golem.
All right. I haven't been watching for any.
That is embarrassing. No, that's
Forbidden
guidance.
guidance.
Never
I
mind.
haven't been watching
that
for
button
any
again.
ones on the rolls, so make sure you watch for that so you get inspiration if you get them.
I don't think we've had any.
There we
Nope,
go.
maybe not.
13 is probably not
13
going to hit.
missed. Yeah, I missed. All right. Then the golem goes on Wilvin, who is granting advantage. Slam 1. 20 for 15.
Yep.
DC 15 con save. You made it?
Got it.
21 for 13. DC 15 con save.
Yep.
Made it. And 17 for 9. DC 15 con save. Made it.
Oh, I'm
Nicely
on
done,
fire.
Wilvin. The golem is done. Skathak, your turn.
Holy shit! I'm sorry if I didn't catch it in the very beginning. When Benin used Sacred Flame, did the radiant damage hit it?
It did.
It did.
All right, I'm going to use the lance to gain advantage because that's what it was made for. And see what happens here. A 19 And
hit.
that rolled a 2. I don't like that, so let's fix it with that.
Ooh, nice roll.
Wow. Yeah.
18.
And then I'm gonna put. It really needs to die, so my friend doesn't get hurt. So I'm gonna smite it. You moved that, right? Yep, you did. For 11 more, so it's gonna do 30 total.
That destroys the Sistarian construct. Crumbles to the ground. As it does, magic energy flickers in the gate, but still doesn't fully regain its power.
Mhm.
You can search the gate. And searching the
Mooncatch will
gate.
go searching.
Are any of you trained in Arcana?
Mooncatches.
Okay. You think if you were to succeed at a high enough Arcana check, or just expend a spell level 1 or higher spell, you could make the gate functionally.
Oh,
Wait, and what
can
does
I
it do?
try the Arcana check first, and then if it fails, do the spell slot, or do I have to pick at the beginning?
You don't know if there'll be some sort of feedback or not, but you
Okay.
think you should be able to try both.
A failure. Do we know what the gate does, Moon?
Yeah.
It
yeah,
is, you think, a
Do we
teleportation
want it
gate.
to work again? Oh shit!
Ooh, teleportation. I bet that takes us somewhere fun. I'm going to
can't be bad.
use a level 1 spell slot.
Okay. You're
Nice,
able
bro.
to empower the gate once again, and it, with a magical comes to full power, and there's like a wall of purple light there that you can step through.
Hey, Mooncatch will step through it.
Mooncatch is gone.
Oh gosh.
Ah, damn it!
Oh,
That's
it was-
Smutters and rides through. See what the fuck happens.
Brennan, can I get a little juice here?
Oh, yeah, I can. You can have 20 before I go.
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
Brennan might be able to
I'm
help
good
too.
now.
All right. When you guys step through the portal, you feel kind of sick to your stomach, almost as if you're floating up into the air. And then your next step is on the solid ground again, but your surroundings have changed completely. You are now, you think, closer to the water for sure, and maybe from the you can't. Well, make a survival check. Oh, and you also are able to step back through,
Oh,
so you can go back and forth. It appears. Nice survival check.
Survival is not in Mooncatch's
No,
vocabulary.
no. Is anyone else going back? So you guys can come back and tell everyone what you saw. So it takes you to some place that looked very similar to where you're at. Somewhere probably in the northern wastes. Somewhere close
Whoa.
to the Turbidus Ocean, but you're not exactly sure where. Which is the ocean, basically, that you're on. The ocean in the northeast is the Turbidus Ocean. So you're back with your party. You guys can decide if you want to ignore the gate or try to go through it and figure out where it is.
We've got to
We
find
should
out where
take.
that
We should.
is.
I mean, let's take our cartographer with us and see if perhaps.
Oh,
with
I
the
know, I'm
use
here.
of- Oh no, I was Calvin has got the map. He draws good.
Calvin, you want to try and take a look through?
Of course.
All right.
And then someone be near him that can do guidance as a reaction.
When you step
I
through,
mean,
you notice an ocean nearby. Hopefully, the Turbidus Ocean. You mark some landmarks that you can see, and you think you've teleported to the northeast, approximately 20 to 30 miles. So you think you're probably somewhere just south of the Spires of Dawn, maybe a day south of the Spires of Dawn.
Well, that was a
I'll look
good
at
thing.
the moons, hold up my thumb, spit in the air, turn around twice, throw some bones, and then I'll relay that to my team.
And Mooncatch, you're able to note in whatever notebook you have there, like writing in the margins of the library book or something, that
that's
the signal sequence of both of these portals, such that
shit.
if you could find another teleportation circle, you could teleport. You could create one that would teleport to either one of these two portals.
Oh, nice. And
So-
I absolutely do use the library book to make those notes.
Someone's going to
There's
find that
other
library
drawings
book
that I've
100 years
made
from
in-
now and find the teleportation circle secret.
Mhm.
They're also going to find my great aunt's recipe for silver noster onion soup.
Okay, so now, it's late in the day, the sun's setting. You guys probably want to make camp.
Yeah.
You get an extended rest. You have no encounters that night. And the next day, you should make it. And again, you'll be in a region where you can't really use your horse this time. But you'll be able to make it, you think, to hopefully this place that Dalmar called the Sunward Fortress before nightfall. Okay, so you head that way
Yeah.
the next day?
Right.
The
Is it the next day?
The Sunward Fortress.
Sorry, did you say the next day did we get a long rest?
You do get a long rest. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. So you're traveling through the various canyons. Oh, and unfortunately, Wolven, your hit points won't come back to full until you get a greater restoration spell.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That Istari magic is powerful, evidently. But you can be at max of max, which was I think 67.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the canyons that you guys are traveling through. You're going from the left side of the screen to the right side of the screen. And you can be about halfway across the map, and I need your march order going from left to right. You can either be taking the northern canyon or the southern canyon as you move along the map. All right. When you get to there,
Oh no, Calvin. No.
you run across a patrol. You see, the first thing you see is a Baz Draconian.
Oh shit.
Has a unit of potentially Dragon Army soldiers is marching the opposite direction from the direction you guys are heading. The Baz Draconian sees you and draws his weapon, and they all start to advance. They haven't actually rushed to attack yet. What do you guys want to do?
Can we hide? Let's hide.
You think that you guys have all been seen.
So they've already seen us.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're gonna kill him.
Oh, we don't want them to report back. I think not only killing them, but making sure none of them get away.
Do you want to lure them in close before you attack? Is that your plan?
I'll cast disguise self on myself and make myself look like the goblin blood gutter.
Well, they can see you, so as soon as you start casting a spell, they're probably going to attack. Do you want them to get closer, or you want to start the fight here?
Closer.
Closer.
Start the fight here. You have fireball, right?
No.
They do approach closer. The leader of the Baz Draconians asks you who you are and what are you doing in these lands.
I am the great scholar Mooncatch. I am here exploring ruins for the University of Silver Nestor.
Well, now you'll be a member of the Dragon Army, part of our slaves. You can carry our camp equipment. And he draws his weapon.
There's a way.
We
don't need to do that. We don't need to. God damn it. Always the same with you, Draconian.
Oh, gosh.
You're so. Fuck my initiative. You're so Draconian.
All right. Calvin, you changing with anyone?
Scathek.
All right. 0.08, 25.19. Okay, Scathek, you up first.
Jesus. Yeah, apparently. Shit. Well, these are the petrify bastards, I think. If I'm recalling correctly. So Scathek. Someone needs to not get hit. But I bet it's us going in. I'm gonna save the spell slot. Hope that Moon stays out. I'm gonna actually cast Bless, and then I'm gonna come right me in here.
All right. I didn't ask, but of course you could have cast Aid or any other, day-long spells.
Let's see how down was Wilvin. Normally do it with the horse. Yeah, I'll put 8 out and hit myself, Wilvin, and
remember the playtest Aid does 6. So.
Oh yeah, it's just temporary hit points. I'll do it. Oh fuck, level 2. Yeah, screw it. I'll hit everyone.
Okay.
Everyone gets 5 temporary hit points, right?
All
5.
right. Yep. If you do it at second level. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So Scathek, y'all done?
Yeah.
And if you got blessed, don't forget to mark that on your token as well. And then the first Baz Draconian will.
Who all got blessed?
Scathek, Wilvin, and Benin.
Thank you.
Very cool.
Hoping y'all hoping the rest of you don't get hit.
That one dashes to there. Mooncatch, your turn.
Mooncatch is going to cast haste on Wilvin.
Thank you.
And then he will taunt this one, saying, "We've already kicked your Red Dragon Army's butt, and we're going to do it again."
I think he resisted.
The best.
Probably
Then
so, but
the next Baz Draconian attacks Scathek. Still under your northeast Scathek.
nope, he did not. He is taunted.
Oh, 15. Okay. To the northeast Scathek. I'll be taunted on this guy. 2 short swords. 20 for 7 piercing. And miss. Benin, your turn.
Hey, Benin is gonna power up his favorite Spirit Guardians and go here.
All right.
Don't forget your bless too, Dave.
Yeah.
Cross swords for the blast. The taunted Baz. Give me some damage, please. Wisdom saving throw for him. Failed it. It's going to take the full Spirit Guardian damage of.
There we go.
10 radiant. Then he's going to go to there, provoking from Benin and Skathak. We'll do it in the order of Skathak's got the higher dex or Benin. Benin does. Benin, do you want to take an attack opportunity? There you go.
I'll go for it.
21 is a hit for 4 bludgeoning. Then Skathak, do you want to take
4
one?
big bludgeoning.
Maybe. Yes. Yeah, I think that works. Yes, I do. And it is not a lance that we're using. It is a rapier. 16.
16 hit.
All right, let's re-roll that damage. So add 4 to that. So 11. And I think. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
That kills him. Death throws for Benin and Skathak.
Yeah. All right. 11 con.
Restrained and restrained.
Oh, bless. This is for me. So I make it.
Nice.
Just barely. Ooh, Benin. You're at a 7 plus
7,
3.
8, 9,
And
10.
this is your bless.
Oh, you made it with the bless. Okay.
Oh, right. With the
Not
bless, you make it.
restrained.
Hell yeah.
The
You can't
Baz-
fail, Benin. That's awesome.
That Baz is gone, and then the next Baz is to the southeast of Skathak. It's going to go 1, 2, 3. Oh, shit, no. It's in Spirit Guardians. Give me some Spirit Guardians, please,
right.
Benin.
I'll slow it down.
Happy to
Just
help.
a little. Happy to
Yeah.
help.
It did save, took 5 radiant. It will close to there and attack Benin. Multi-attacking short sword. 19, Benin. I think that's a hit.
That's a hit.
2 piercing. I bet you can't fail that
I've had
concentration
worse.
check. DC 10 with advantage with Skathak with a bless. Is it possible to fail? Concentration check, Benin. I don't know if you can fail
Yeah,
it or not.
coming up.
Then we got a Dragon Army soldier.
3, 6. No, can't fail.
Column for Benin. Dragon Army soldier is going to see 1, 2, 3. So he's going to stay outside the Spirit Guardians. He's going to move to there and hurl 2 javelins at Benin. 23
Ouch.
Benin for 7 piercing and 3 fire, and 22 for 8 piercing and 4 fire. Then the next Dragon Army soldier is going to go and go to there and do the same thing. 2 javelins on Benin. 12's a miss. 8's a miss. And then we got a Baz Draconian going. This Baz Draconian is in the area south of Skathak. Give me some damage, Benin. Made a save. He'll take half of 15 is 7. Then he will move to there and attack Benin. Short sword. 21 Benin for 2 piercing. And then we got the Baz out of the fight. 2. Then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to there. And he had to dash to get there. Wilvin, your turn.
I'm going to hit things. I will move over here and enter the Frenzy Rage and
Nice.
attack this guy.
Ooh, nice.
26 for 16.
That finishes that guy. Benin, Skathak, and Wilvin. You guys all got to make a death throws check.
Sorry.
Oh, wait. Got it.
We do have the aura, so.
Mm-hmm. All right. That is your first attack. What else, Wilvin?
Now I'm attacking the guy to my south.
Okay.
13.
Miss.
Again. Nope. Again. Nope.
You get a inspiration
I do.
that you would technically have on that last one.
I'll use it on the last one.
All right. 23 is a hit for how much?
For 15.
All right. After Wilvin, Calvin.
All right. I'm gonna hoop back the one to the northeast,
Ooh.
and I'm gonna probably use maneuver for half my movement after this first attack.
That's a hit. That's enough to finish him. So Wilvin and Calvin, death throws. And I also got one of my guys, death throws. Con save. DC 11.
So
He's restrained.
when I use my lucky feat before I roll, do I re-roll? Oh, sorry. Does lucky feat come with a roll? Doesn't it?
You get a reroll if you use your lucky feat.
I think it's built into the lucky feat. Okay, I'm gonna roll and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah, do a regular save. So that would fail, so you can now do lucky if you want. And yeah, if you click the lucky button, it'll roll for you. That'll make it.
Nice.
And I hear and then take my second attack. That was 20. 14 for 9.
On who?
Oh, the one that I just moved away from.
Got it. Okay. After Calvin, round is over. Skathak, your turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I bonus action taunt?
You bet. Which one?
I don't want these soldiers running away.
Okay.
So the one all the way north, but the furthest one back.
Okay. Oh, made a save, it looks like. Then Skathak.
Oh. Okay, the top north soldier, the Skathak is going to command him to approach.
Oh, no. You know that is directly harmful to him, though. He wouldn't enter a directly harmful spell
Oh,
area.
because the thing I was just trying to keep him from running away, and it is
Mhm.
directly. Well, shit. Okay, then we won't do that, unfortunately. Well, fuck it. I'm gonna use Piercer to gain advantage on this first attack against the Southern Draconian.
All right.
Let's see, precision strike with the rapier, and reroll the D8. That's gonna add 2 more, so that's 9, and then I'll put the demoralizing on it as well. Oh, I need to go fix that. Yeah, so it's going to do 9 plus 5, 14 points of damage, and then he'll have the whiz save, which I think he fails. My save should be 14 here.
All right.
Get in there.
Brokenhearted because this is afraid. Right until the end of your next turn. Got it. What else, Sakathak?
Yeah, him not being dead. I'm gonna move through Benin, and then to here, which provokes. And I'm actually gonna move over to here, so I will provoke from the
South
to the
one.
south.
Who's afraid? He'll attack with a short sword at disadvantage. 11 missed.
Right, and then I will strike the one to the west in a manner like this.
That's a hit.
24 for 9, and I'm finished.
9. Got it. Okay. Mooncatch.
Oh my, that's a
I'm-
cool token.
I'm going to cast Sleep,
All right.
and I'm confident that I won't get Scathic.
Even if you did, it'd be kind of funny. I think it'd be hilarious.
27 hit points.
Nice. 2 Draconians fall asleep. What else, Mooncatch?
And then I think that'll be it.
All right. Then we got a Baz sleeping, and then we got Benin.
Hey, Bennett.
Oh, I'm sorry. The
is
Baz that
like-
was sleeping, do some damage for me. Wisdom saving throw. 2's a fail. Took 15 radiant, which finishes him. So he goes into death throes, which gives Scathak and Benin and his friend con save. DC 11. His friend is restrained and asleep and afraid. Not his day.
Maybe we should take him captive, and we can question him.
Okay. Sorry, Benin.
It
Your
won't
turn
even
now.
be hard.
All right. Well, I'm going to circle around a bit there, and then I'm going to Sacred Flame one. It doesn't matter that much. One of those.
One to the north looked at you funny though.
Sacred
Yeah, he
Flame.
did. I don't like that.
Dex 14. Does that make it? Probably not. Or it does, I think, actually.
There it is.
Made it.
It's on the nose.
Okay. After Benin, we got another Baz. Give me some damage, Benin. This should finish him. Let's you roll minimum. You did not.
16.
He explodes. Death throws for Scathak. Then, soldier's turn. Give me some damage for the North Soldier. Wisdom saving throw. Got a 10. So he's going to take full damage of 9 radiant. Pushes his way through the Spirit Guardians. Attacks Benin with his longsword twice. Missing and missing. Then the second soldier. Give me some damage for him. Wisdom save. Fails his wisdom save. Takes 15 radiant. Pushes through the Spirit Guardians and attacks Benin twice. Missing and missing. Baz Draconian is restrained. Has nothing to do. Gets a save at the end of his turn. Con. Turns into stone. Take him out. And then
It's funny.
Wilvin.
I'm going to run over to my north and slice through these guys. 20 for 14.
20 for 14. That finishes him.
10. Nope.
10 missed. Yeah.
10.
10 missed
Nope.
again.
13?
13 missed again.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah. that's not
After
so great.
Wilvin. Calvin.
Upac,
You pack.
It.
28 for 7,
Ooh, it again.
23 for 9.
Took him out. So you guys have one Baz Draconian that's petrified. That'll come out of petrification that you guys could capture if you want.
Because he is going to come out. So yeah, let's
Yeah.
capture him so that we.
Okay. You have one captured Baz Draconian. You can take a short rest. You're still a ways away from your destination, so none of your spells will still be going when you get there. So you can take a short rest if you like. You can question this Baz Draconian if you like.
Yes, please.
Do I find anything interesting on any of the bodies?
Searching the Draconians and such, you guys find one of the soldiers that you guys attacked and killed was wearing magical studded leather armor. And one of them had a potion bottle on him, which you can try, and you find out is a potion. It's actually bottled breath, is what it is.
Oh, it's
Not
helpful
exactly a
in the desert.
potion. Lets you breathe underwater and such. So you now so far have found the equivalent of an elemental gem as a gift from Tatina. Magical studded leather, magical bottled breath. Now, the Baz Draconian. You'll have to, and you only get one chance at this, so make sure you do whoever's best. Do a high intimidation check, DC 15, to get him to spill any info.
I only have a +4.
And if 2 of you are trained at it, whoever has the higher can make it with advantage.
I'm not trained in intimidation, so
I am not either.
I don't think so either.
Then whoever's best can do it regular.
Scat deck?
What's-
No,
I'm-
wait,
I'm at
Mooncatch
I'm
is
at
a-
3. Mooncatch is better.
Yeah.
All right. I will
And it's
get up
funny
there.
that way.
Yeah, I will get right up in his face and I will growl, "Hey, you'd better tell us everything we want to know if you know what's good for you." And I'll shake my tiny fist in his nose.
Okay. Make your intimidation check. DC 15. Boom. Done. They are scouring the northern wastes for pre-cataclysm ruins to exploit.
Hmm.
Their army is to the north. You can't explain exactly where. So they run a patrol. So you don't expect going the direction you're going to run into more of them. They were just on a patrol. And
Nice
the main
going.
army is north of here.
You should change your ways and be nice to people.
Let me have a talk with him. We'll make sure he behaves from now on.
All right, my friend here is going to have a talk with you. If you know what's good for you, you'll listen to him.
And Skathic will take care of the possibility of them reporting back.
Gotcha. All right. After you guys' short rest, you can continue on to your destination.
3 hours from now, Mooncatch will wonder what happened to the Draconian.
Okay.
It would be funny if you walk over there and Skathic is turned to stone for a minute.
All right. So just below you, you'll see what you come to eventually. So you travel further to the north, and then you head a little bit back to the west, and then you descend steeply to what looks like an abandoned camp. So down here is an abandoned camp that you come to. There are ruins that have sunk beneath the ground. There's a crumbling lighthouse-like spire piercing the surface, and this is right on the edge here. That's the ruin. The camp is like outside of the ruin. Amid the natural stone formations of the northern wastes, a broken 100-foot spire lies half buried. The massive spire's base and toppled pinnacle would be easy to miss were it not for the excavation site and abandoned tents surrounding it.
Abandoned tents, like
Yeah.
long abandoned or like recently abandoned? Like, are they like
Recently.
rotting off the
They're-
poles?
I mean,
or...
not like today, but also not like 100 years ago.
Okay. Having seen a Draconian army before, does it appear to like that's the
It does.
More
It looks
likely
like Red Dragon Army tents.
okay? Well, they're either all dead or they're inside. I can't imagine they would leave their tents for you. Just leave all this here. We could
You want
search
me to
it,
sneak in and look around?
or Calvin. Sure,
Well, I can cast invisibility.
on Calvin. Yeah.
I've got my new elf cloak that gives me
Advantage on stealth.
stealth checks.
Yeah.
And so
I'm
if
not
I'm
the stealthy
invisible,
one,
I have double advantage.
Double advantage. Okay, well, make an intelligence history check, Mooncatch.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Can you center me?
You guys are right here. Wow, you're
21.
killing it. Killing it on these checks.
I
Okay,
like
so
making
examining the
those checks.
ruins, and you get up a little bit closer. You can tell that this is a holy site, like to one of the ancient gods.
Oh,
And the upper levels were constructed to burn like a massive beacon, so it was obviously a lighthouse. You don't know specifically which god that would be. At the base of the
Lot of
spire's
lighthouses.
remains stand a dozen ragged canvas tents in the red and black colors of the Red Dragon Army. There are dozens of empty or shattered crates scattered around. There is an earthen ramp cut through the clay that leads down to the side of that ruin that you can see on the map. And it looks like there's an opening that it goes into. So they've dug down through the mud and dirt to like some slightly lower level of the ruin. The upper levels of the ruin look completely destroyed. So that's it. There's no one down here. So you
I
wanna-
let everybody know that this
Okay.
is a sacred site to the god of lighthouses. And so if we want to have safe sailing, then we need to make sure that we are very reverent here.
and is this lighthouse deity? That's not one of the ones that the knights follow.
It's not. No.
No, just sailors.
Just yeah.
Okay. So you guys can explore, the rest of what's in the camp. And there's some old dried meat here. Probably enough good dried meat for about 10 man days. There's some, like a dozen shovels. There's an overturned wheelbarrow. There's a suit of leather armor bearing the Dragon Queen's symbol.
Ew.
Does it seem like this was left on purpose?
No.
Like, why would they leave
Oh,
provisions?
yeah,
and-
no.
and-
No, the provisions are just cast away old provisions. It's not supplied as such, as more like abandoned, and some stuff left behind. Make a wisdom survival check if you're trained in survival.
Let's see, we're
I'm not.
up, right?
A
I
13.
think I got survival.
15.
15.
Bam, get it, Wilvin.
22 for Wilvin. You all notice 2 types of tracks of clawed footprints amid the camp. Some of the clawed footprints are roughly human-sized, matching like a Baz Draconian, while other footprints are twice that size. You definitely
Oh, like
recognize the
those-
smaller footprints.
Like maybe those flying things. Like
Well,
they,
it doesn't
they
quite
marched.
look like them. It's something different, but you're not sure what. All right, so you have, if you look in the camp here, I'll move your tokens down here. You've kind of explored. You found this camp is abandoned. There's Baz footprints, there's human footprints, and something twice as big as a Baz. And there's a earthen ramp right over here that descends to the side of this ruin, just at a slightly lower level.
We should go down there.
Okay. The ruins are not illuminated, so it's dark down there. You're going to light up a
I
light
have-
source.
Yeah, I'll cast light spell.
I will drift globe.
Drift globe to the rescue. Okay.
I have light glowing at the end of my hoopak.
Okay. I should have reversed the map you're on, because this is going to be a little disconcerting for you. In fact, I'll do it right now. This map flip horizontal.
Can you
Okay.
flip horizontally in
Yeah, just did it.
roll 20?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
So you guys are actually coming down the ramp there, which takes you to, let me draw a map over here.
Oh, I get
It's pretty nice, huh? Being able to do it. Okay. So the ramp comes down into
Whoa.
here. So the ceiling is about 10 feet over your head. There's no light. The ground has the same footprints you've seen above, booted dragon army soldiers. You also find some that look like they might be humanoids wearing foot wrappings. There
Like a
are
mummy kind of foot wrapping?
Yeah, like a mummy.
Fucking wonderful. All right.
There are also draconian claws and something bigger than draconian claws. And they go in every direction. They don't really suggest individual paths.
Good.
The ramp of packed clay descends from the surface through a gap in the ancient stone wall. It emerges into a chamber thick with dust and old air. Atop a low dais to the north, you see an altar. Let me expand. You can see here. All right. There's an altar there, carved with candle sconces. It's got a shallow basin, and it's got stylized flames. To the south, you see a spiral stairwell that winds downward. To the east, an archway leading to another chamber. What do you guys want to check out?
Well, let's. Skathic wants to check out this altar,
Okay.
Moodcatch will too.
and then figure out who it is. If it looks like it's not an evil deity, pay homage to it before we go invading its place of worship.
None of you, I think, are trained in religion.
That's
That's
No.
correct.
I thought I took that.
I think
Okay.
that's correct. So the smartest among you isn't very smart either. Right? Let's see, we got an 11 intelligence, an 8, an 8, a 10, and an 8. So
So
Calvin,
Moodcatch.
yeah, Mooncatch is an 11. Calvin, why don't you make a intelligence check for me? Okay.
Got
I
it.
want to re-roll that.
Oh, nice. And we can put guidance on it as a reaction. if we
15,
need.
please.
Once-
You can't actually, Benen's too far away.
Oh
Um,
shit. Oh,
Plus, it's not
okay.
really something to be against. But your luck is good enough that you think this is a god named Sirion.
Oh,
God named
I
Sirion.
was thinking it was.
And
Out of lighthouses.
let's see what you might know about Sirion.
Popular followers were Thomas Kincaid.
Passionate and impulsive, god of alchemy, transformation, surreptitious creation, and flames. Embodies momentary excitement, flaring quickly into fiery passion and smoldering long afterward. A neutral deity. And god of lighthouses.
Well,
And-
Skathic will still pay homage here. Just not evil, so.
And
The flames
and
spring
the
to
stone
life when you pay
answers
homage.
questions, So
You're startled by it as the flames spring to life within the altar's candle sconces, and a thick red liquid begins to fill the basin. Not blood, more like
Potion of healing.
alchemist fire almost.
sour sauce.
Almost like alchemist
Oh.
fire.
Oh,
It's
shit.
bubbling and flames start to burn on the top surface of it. It
Nice.
flows down from the altar into that basin just south of the altar
Yeah, that's cool.
and fills that basin. So there's maybe about like a cup of it in there.
Okay.
Anyone want to try and touch it or taste it or any of that good stuff?
Mooncatch
yeah.
will try to
Oh,
Mooncatch will.
fill a bottle
Okay.
up with it.
Yeah.
You're able to
empty
fill
a
it.
water
Yeah,
skin
it
and fill
basically
up.
will fill a vial. Anyone want
Cool.
to try?
We did a thing. We don't know what it is.
Yeah, you got a
I'll
vial
taste
of
it.
whatever this fluid is.
I'm
Yeah.
immune to things and can like cure disease. Let me do it, buddy.
You want to
And I'll
taste it?
This is a magic vial that I bought for 100 gold from Wycliffe. That will protect you from anything that's inside of it.
Perfect. That's good to know. And I will taste it and see if it's alchemist fire or
It is a
someone's
potion
famous
of
chili.
fire breath.
Oh. So it is kind of like someone's famous chili sauce.
Yep, it's a potion of
really
fire
give
breath.
something a kick. Oh yeah. All right, cool.
Ooh.
Okay, there's stairs down. Nothing else happens around the altar. There's stairs down, and there's the room to the east.
I will ask the altar what way to go.
No answer.
I'll go, hey, Siri, and
No
Hey
answer.
Siri.
Hey Siri.
Siri, where to go? Oh, it's amazing.
I say we clear the levels first. So I vote the archway to the right.
Sounds good, bud.
All right, the archway to the right.
I mean, you're the roguey type. Why
There
don't you
are
lead us through
battered
this?
beds there. It's like it was maybe like a dormitory, maybe for priests. It's filled with battered beds. A quick look around results in you find some bits of clothing, like for humans, mostly white, although dirty. You find 2 sets of manacles
Whoa.
and a blue pearl worth maybe 150 gold.
All right, I'll give the pearl to Mooncatch.
We're never gonna see that if you give that.
I'll hold on to it for you.
He's gonna eat it.
It
All right,
goes into one of his
down the
pouches,
stairs.
Cool.
All right.
along with the manacles.
Unless you're sneaking ahead, I will stay so that Calvin's in my aura. Unless
I'm
that's
not sneaking.
specifically sneaking.
Okay. The stairs come down to a level below. You see some openings to the north and to the south, and the south openings go both directions. There's a thick, rotten smell permeating the air, getting stronger as you descend down into the room. You see digging equipment and crates that are crammed into the corners to the south. What would you like to do?
I'll go up to this doorway here and just peek.
Okay. Put you guys all where you want to be when Calvin peeks at the doorway there. And also everyone make a stealth check.
Got it.
Good thing I had advantage on that stealth check, huh?
Yes.
I'm loudly whispering, but not really whispering. What do you see, Calvin? What do you see? What's in there? Can I see? I want to look.
Shambling mound.
So you see something, Calvin, like something human size or so, which must have heard someone,
I
be
wonder
that
who.
Mooncatch or Skathak, and turns. Of course, your light would also alert it. And you see there's more beyond it, to a total of maybe 4 of them. They look like the Draconians you're used to, but bloated. And their skin, which was once, let me draw their map. There we go. Their skin, which was, normally coppery is what you expect, seems to be bright red. And their mouths have turned into frog-like mouths, wide frog-like mouths. They seem to be like Draconians, but somehow changed or partially changed. They turn, they see you, and charge at you. They have no daggers like you normally expect the Capac Draconians to have, but instead attack with their claws. Roll initiative. All right. Any changing in the guard, Calvin?
Actually, I'll keep my 11.
All right. The first of them comes rushing toward you. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then attacks with its claws.
Oh no.
Twice. Okay. Claw attacks. 13 to hit, miss, right? And you miss again. Both of its claws miss you. And then this other one.
Reaction side.
1, 2.
Hey, Mooncatch,
3,
can you try to
4,
hit these things with
5,
fire?
6, 7, 8.
Yes.
Goes there, attacks
I have a really cool
Calvin
fire spell.
again. Oh, that's time hitting Calvin. 4.
Yeah, let me, before you roll damage. Does a 16 hit? Yes, it does. So
Yeah.
you can roll damage.
Okay, 5 points of piercing and 8 points of poison.
Yeah, so there's still poison. Okay.
I need to make a DC 12 Constitution saving. DC 12 con save, Calvin. I can get it to
Let
12.
me just use up my last lucky.
You use a lucky, go for it.
I blew through these really quick, didn't I?
Yeah, it's better than ending the game
Oh,
with them.
there you go.
There you go.
There you go. Okay,
Nice.
Mooncatch, your turn.
Okay. Mooncatch will cast Sacred Flame and get both of these guys.
Dex saves.
Not the kind of fire I was talking about, buddy.
Got them both. 14 rated
14.
each.
And then we'll Misty Step away.
After Mooncatch. Next one. They luckily do not seem to be bright enough to like circle around behind you. They're all piling up behind the one in front attacking. They are done. Calvin, your turn.
I'm going to battle hand off this. My first action, though, I will attack the one right in front of me. 29 for 9.
29 for 9. The one due east.
Correct.
It's 9. Got it. Okay.
And 13 for 8.
13 missed.
And I will
Unless you're blessed. I don't think you're.
go to AC 20, move away.
Okay, 2 attacks coming. Boom, boom.
Oh.
They're only +5. That's enough. 2 hits. Doing +3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points of damage.
Fuck.
Oh, plus some poison. 14 more poison.
Oh.
And 2 saving throws. DC 12. Con.
Yep, no lucky left.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Just missed by 1, I think. Okay.
Are you counting the +3 from the aura?
Yeah. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So you get away. You can keep moving from there, though. But something bad happened. You don't know what yet.
Oh shit.
I can move more, right?
Yep. Are you all done, Calvin?
I'll bonus action second win.
Okay. Scathak, your turn.
I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna use my action to drink the potion of fire breathing.
Okay.
Clearly, we were given that for a reason to deal with these things. I hope, and I think I can hit at least 3 of them from any of the squares. Right? I think I can hit 3 of them from here.
You trying to do it? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so. And so I will do that. And it is let's see. They make it. They need to make a DC 13 Dexterity saving throw. And
Here we
it's
go.
46 damage.
3 dex saves. 1, 2, 3. Made it, failed it. Ooh, nice damage.
16.
So 8 and 16.
Not vulnerable or anything, huh?
Well, all of a sudden the fire like flares and they're all 3 blinded.
What?
So you don't know how long it'll last.
That's awesome.
How come it didn't work when I used my fire on it?
What else, Scathak?
Buddy, yours. That was my action, my bonus action. I'm done.
Wilvin, your turn.
I am going to sneak in right over here, and I'm going to rage and attack. 28 for 22.
Okay, stop there. That one goes down. So this thing that looks like a bloated cat-backed draconian with bright red scales, a wide frog-like mouth, explodes not unlike a cat-backed draconian. In its death throes, dissolves into acid, covering potentially you and Scathak in acid. DC 12 con save, dex save to negate. You see it coming, so you have advantage on that. You both make it, and it is gone. Next attack.
And then
Next
I'm
move.
going to slide in and make an attack to the one to my north.
Okay.
15
That
for 13.
13 still there.
And then I will move over here.
After you is Benin.
Well, Benin has one trick that he likes, and I'm going here.
All right. After Benin, round is over. First cat back in your area. Roll some damage for me. A wisdom saving throw. You made a save. You'll take half of 13 is 6. That's enough to finish him, though. He goes into death throes, getting all of you and, yeah, all the 3 of you. DC 12 dex save to not get acid. If you get acid, put a green dot on you. DC 12 dex save negate. No damage right away, but you'll be taking damage on the start of your turn. Unless you take an action to scrape it off, wash it off, and someone else can do the same thing on a friend with an action. Then Mooncat, your turn.
Oh no! So Scathak is covered in acid.
Scathak is covered in acid.
I'll save you, buddy. And he comes over and he starts like beating the acid off of you with his hoopak.
All right. You can take that off, Scathak. Anything else, Mooncat?
Let's see if I have a bonus action. You're welcome. I don't know that Taunt's going to do anything good on these guys, so no, that'll be it.
All right. And next go is Catback in the area. Give him some damage, please, Benin. Wisdom saving throw. Made it. Takes half of 8 is 4. There in the face of Wilvin. Attacks Wilvin. Multi-attacking. I'm going to click dagger. Actually, I think the dagger works. It's actually his claws. I think it does the same damage.
Oh.
It does. Okay. So 19 for 5 piercing and 9 poison, and a con save DC 12.
Got you.
No problem.
I'm fine.
And then missed. And then the next Cavac's going to go. In the aura, Benin, wisdom saving throw. Failed it. Takes 15 radiant.
Oh.
Tries to attack Benin with disadvantage because he's blind. Provoking from Wolven. If Wolven's got an attack to take.
I do. 14.
14 is a miss. He's blind though,
Oh.
but still 14. Okay. Okay, so Benin, 19 to hit you for 7 piercing and 8 poison.
Ouch.
You resist the poison, so it's still on a DC 10 concentration check. And then a second attack on you is a miss. And then Calvin.
Is this a hard corner right here?
Yeah.
That's a hard corner.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move right there. That's all I'm gonna do.
Dash into there. Scathak, your turn.
Yeah. Skathak's gonna step in here and breathe. To do it both ways. Let's see if we can kill this thing first. Attacking the one that's blind.
Okay.
See what happens. Hit. 24, 10.
That's a hit. 10 finishes him, so the 3 of you get death throws. DC 12 to avoid. Put a green mark on if you don't avoid. And then keep going, Scathak.
Yeah, she will breathe fire with her bonus action to the north. At that time. DC 13.
Dex saving throw.
Ooh.
Failed it.
Failed
Takes
it.
11 and is blinded.
And then we'll use her second attack then against it now that it's blind. 21. Oh, that deity really wants this thing dead. So gonna do 21 for 22 points.
22.
I'll put the demoralizing shot on before you tell me it's dead or not, or strike.
All right. It's not dead, and here's the saving throw. He is demoralized.
And then I'm actually gonna step away from it.
Okay.
1, 2,
No attack opportunity.
4, 5,
And then Wolven, your turn.
there.
Gotta finish this thing off because everyone's away from it, apparently. 16 to hit?
16
Or no,
finished it, and
Yeah.
death throws for you.
Great.
But even if you fail,
I'm fine.
you got friends who can help you before you go again. Okay. So these things are dead and gone. You guys examine your wounds, and you're concerned about the wounds on Calvin. You suspect it might be infected or worse.
Mm.
Calvin, as you come down to greet the party, you go past a room that's all barricaded, the one you just moved into. There's heavy mining equipment blocking the doorway. You could unblock it with a DC 17 strength check.
Do I think the lesser restoration would help whatever wrong with Calvin?
It could. It removes disease, right?
It does. All right,
Wait.
I'm going to cast lesser
Okay.
restoration.
All
I
right.
can do.
It is
2 if it
removed,
doesn't.
whatever it was.
Well, that's a
Oh,
good sign.
thank you. Can somebody assist me with these?
Yeah, I'd
mining
love to.
tools?
Let's do it. Should we let's check the not barricaded rooms first,
Okay.
maybe? Just to make sure nothing comes up behind us.
So more of the same, but you find a staircase that goes down, or right over here to the north,
Like up here?
right there.
Oh god, way over there. All right. Well, let's do this barricaded one. There it is right there. Yeah, I can lend my strength to do that.
All right. Yeah, you guys are able to dismantle the barricade. It reveals a room in which there are 2 shivering, scared humans. Actually, one's not a human, one's an elf, and not even a land elf, a sea elf.
Ahoy!
Ooh,
A worshiper of the god of
The other one,
lighthouses.
the other one is unconscious.
Oh. I'm gonna ask the elf if they know what's wrong with him.
The elf looks scared. It's a female elf. Once
Don't worry.
she confirms you're not monsters, she says, I was captured and brought here. The dragon army made me join the workers unearthing this ruin. The commander had orders to recover whatever relics or magic lie within.
Did they? Well,
They-
tell us more in a minute. What's wrong with this person? Can you tell us?
I'm not sure exactly. He's been feeling a little sick the last couple days. He's been running a fever today. I think he's just
Did
sleeping.
he get a wound from one of those creatures?
Yeah.
All right, I'll lay on hands and use the 5 points to remove disease.
Okay. He comes back to consciousness after you do that. The sea elven woman says, My name is Yerkal.
I'm Mooncatch. Start answer.
Mooncatch, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for coming. You must have had to fight through some monstrosities.
Pretty bad. Yeah.
The dragon army, they dug up a large glowing stone. And soon after that,
Ooh.
violent toad-like terrors started to emerge from it. This is Roan. Roan's kind of coming to consciousness. We fled, but we were Recaptured by Verusa, a magic used in Draconian. Verusa seeks to use the magic of the stone to transform people into Draconians, but that just caused more monsters to emerge from the stone. We've been hiding here since then. Rowan's felt unusual for the last few days, and he says, I feel better now. There's other sea elves. Maybe you could take me to them?
Are they in the ocean?
Where are they?
They're at a place called the Blue Phoenix Shrine.
That sounds pretty.
That's one of the places we're going, isn't it?
You're going to a shrine.
Oh, right, just a shrine in the drought. I mean, well, you're welcome to come with us until you feel safe enough to part ways.
I will. And Roan asks, he says, I can reward you if you can get me back to my home. My home's in a Heart's Hollow. I can tell you how to get there.
Okay. We do need to finish our business here and then.
Okay. We'll stay behind if that's okay. We don't have any weapons or armor or anything.
It's whatever you feel more.
Oh, here you go. I'll give him one of my daggers.
Oh, thanks.
Just in case.
But I'll want that back.
Okay.
Here, take this one too. And I give him another one of the daggers so that each of them have one.
Okay. They will wait for you up here if you're going to go down below.
Yeah, let's do it. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, yo.
Yeah.
Over to the stairs and down the stairs you go.
Do we have an opportunity for a short rest, or
That's
we
up
used
to you
them up
guys.
already?
Do you want to stop and
What do you
stay here for an hour?
Do you just need hit points?
Yeah, just hit points.
Let's spend some resources to heal you, and then
Yeah, I'm good.
I see here, bud.
Here, have a cure wounds for 9.
Did we
Nice.
after this is our first? Is this our first encounter since we had a long rest on the way here?
Your second.
Or did we
This is
have an
your second
encounter
because you had that
before?
patrol on the way in.
So we still have the Tempies from the aid.
Right.
Probably
We had the Tempies from
if you haven't been hit at all.
if you hit. Yeah. Then I can. Oh yeah, I can give you lay on hands here, but I just spent 5. Yeah, I'll give you 20. So that should put you almost full.
Yeah, that's almost full. Perfect. Thank you.
I will save 5 in case someone gets hit. All right.
Alrighty. Okay. So go ahead and set your marching order. Your lead person can be. So the stairs come down over here, and you're going to see something with the lead person just halfway down the stairs, right there. So you can put your lead person halfway down those stairs. The square that you're on. Let's see, who'd be second after Scathack?
Mooncatch would try to be.
Would anyone beat Mooncatch? Wilvin will be. Okay, so Wilvin, that square is actually the same square as the square behind Scathack for your guys' reference. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move you all to this map. Those of you off the edge of the map, you're up on the upper level, basically behind those guys. Okay. You did some healing. You used up maybe half the time on your Spirit Guardians. Oh man, you had to dig those people out. The Spirit Guardians is down. You had to dig the people out, talk to them, and all that stuff. So then you head on down the depths. This level of the fortress that you're coming down into looks like it's not been fully excavated. You still have rough mud and stuff filling the chamber that this used to be. There is, however, let's see, it is a very large chamber. There is a chasm splitting the chamber in two. It's spanned by some makeshift wooden footbridges. On the far side of the chasm, there are digging implements surrounding an 8-foot tall crystal that's glowing with a noxious orange light. On the near side of the chasm, by you guys, is this creature.
Ooh.
Wait, what the fuck is that?
A hulking
I know
red
what
form
that is, but what is that?
covered in squirming shapes, digging through broken crates. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squirming, like smaller life forms on this frog-like demon cross thing. Map here for you. Got a picture of him at the top there. He is digging through these crates over here, and then there are these little things crawling over him, and there are a total of 5 of those. So he's there. 2 these little squirmy things crawling over him. What else we got?
Good thing you got a fireball for that.
Oh, you have Fireball? That's awesome.
I wish.
Me too.
Okay, that is it. Roll initiative, everyone.
I'm gonna do good.
How high is the ceiling in here?
The ceiling in here is about 15 feet.
How tall is the creature?
About 10 feet.
All right, thank you.
All right, any changing of initiative?
Yeah, I'll give Skathic mine.
That should just be a standing.
On the, I mean, like
Rule.
even when it's like that on the upside, at least it puts a healer in front of more people.
All right. Okay, this thing throws the crates aside, leaps over the rubble, charges your direction
Hello?
to there, raising its big clawed arms and flexing its claws as it moves there. These things are riding along with it, so they basically get to move up there.
Yeah.
Ta-da. And it looks like it's almost challenging you, Skathak, to approach it. It looks like it's ready to attack you if you do.
Oh,
Then you
You
got
just lost somebody.
what was that? Then you got the tadpoles that are riding on top of it. These guys are all ready to attack anyone who approaches.
Jesus Christ.
We lost Dave.
Okay.
His computer must have crashed.
He'll probably be back in time for his turn. He's down there a ways.
We're all down there ways.
Okay, so those guys are readied. And then Mooncatch.
So I can't see them down there though, correct? From where I'm at.
Correct.
But I can see Wilven.
You can see Wilven and Skathak. You could affect them with some.
I'm going to cast haste on Wilven.
All right.
Thank you.
Next after Mooncatch is Wilven.
Oh,
Only if you attack recklessly with it.
Okay, then
Do it. I got
sure.
you covered. Do it. I got you covered.
I'm gonna
Shit.
run up to the frog creature.
It's all gonna hit you with advantage. Oh.
Don't even worry. I'm gonna attack recklessly with a frenzied rage.
All right, hold on just a second. Let me do it first. The red slod tries to claw you. Actually, which is better.
I haven't attacked recklessly yet. I'm safe.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I think, don't you have to decide on the beginning of your turn, or do they change that?
It's
I think
the
it's
first
when you
attack of your
start to
turn.
attack.
Yeah, the first attack of your turn.
Oh.
Not the start of your turn, I don't think. Claw on you, Wilven. 14's a miss.
I'm safe.
Tadpoles. These guys look like they're tiny. Do they have actually a reach? I don't have anything marked. Okay, so that one misses you, and that's it. So now you can make your attacks.
23 for 19.
23 is a hit. 19 damage. Got it.
17 for 12.
17 is also a hit for 12.
And 25 for 15.
15. Nice. Carving him up. Skathak, your turn.
Oh fuck! I'm gonna come up here as an action. I'm gonna cast protection against good and evil on Wilven.
Thank you.
If I go,
That's actually a really good spell. So good idea.
and then let me my little brain spells. It's 15 foot. Oh, it's a 30-foot cone. Holy shit! Let me grab a cone.
Ooh, a little fire breath coming.
Yeah. Well, is there a 30-foot cone? And I'm just not seeing it?
No, you might have to use like a 60-foot cone and we'll cut it off.
Oh yeah, I'll put on. Yeah.
Well, we know it'll get all but one of all of them, even without a cone.
Okay, I'll do that.
You'll just miss
Just
the
tell
one
me
to the
where I
northwest.
need to be, Tom. I'm
You're
so
good
bad
where you're
at
standing.
that.
You'll miss all but you'll get all
Okay.
but the northwest slot.
And I won't hit Wilven. All right, perfect.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Cone of fire.
DC.
You got 4 little guys. 4 deck saves.
13 and-
2. Okay.
Yep.
What's the save on that?
13, right?
13.
Yeah, DC 13.
Okay. So first one failed and took 13 fire. These things resist fire, unfortunately.
Oh no!
Um,
It was free damage from the bonus action, so.
But
Okay.
that's 6 damage to that guy, but it does still flare up and blind him.
Oh hell yeah!
Okay, then the main guy, dex saving. Oh, the other ones. Actually, the first one failed and died. The other one is blinded, and then the next 2 fail and die. Dead, dead, dead. Okay, now the big guy, dex save, and then he makes his save and takes 6. And evidently, his magic resistance is too strong for the flare to affect him.
There you go.
What else, Skathak?
That's it. I'm good.
All right. Then, Benin, your turn.
All right. Benin is going to come up the stairs. Going to do spiritual weapon this time.
Nice.
I wish they hadn't changed that.
I agree.
Did you hear in the video too? It's like because it adds too much complication. It's like one extra attack is too much complication.
Right.
What?
That was one of
Last-
JC's explanations of like, well, things that are really complicated.
Have they
need to take
seen
concentration.
Tasha's?
I was like, have you seen or like, are you going to compare that like to like fucking like animate object? Like
Have
when
you
there's
seen- oh,
10
right.
attacks and they.
Oh, God,
like,
that
are you
spell needs a
kidding me?
nerf.
Oh
That
my
spell
god!
needs a
Yeah.
huge nerf.
Sorry.
Here's the thing. I think I realize this. I don't think I'm ever going to use animated objects unless it is a situation where Tom's already done the macro for it.
Oh,
Just
God.
not worth it. Just not worth it.
Okay, Benin.
Why did I click silence?
Yeah, you're
Spiritual
trying to do a
weapon.
spiritual
There we go.
weapon. You're hitting everything but.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Oh, you got,
I'll get there sometime. It's there
Casting every
somewhere. Here it
every
is.
second
Here it
third level
is.
spell he's got.
There we go.
That's a miss.
Just keep spamming buttons.
you need to take less S spells.
All right, Calvin, your
Spells like
turn.
this. Like,
All right, I'm going to move down a hoop pack twice.
Okay, the big guy.
You get advantage on that little blind bastard.
Yes. Oh, the little blind bastard. Well, I'll hit that one then.
Yeah, wow.
29 for 6.
The little blind guy.
Yes, please.
Dropped him.
Yeah, Calvin.
And this is for the main guy. 28 for 8.
Ooh, action surge.
Action surge.
Nice.
did I get skipped?
Mm,
Oh no, I cast haste. Never
Yeah, you
mind.
did
I'm
haste.
sorry, I forgot.
18 hit for
18
11.
for 11.
Hit for 12.
And 26 for 12.
And Scathak and Wolven both move.
Yep.
Okay. If you guys want to move Wolven and Scathak, you can.
I'm
It goes
good, thank
next.
you.
It regenerates some of the damage it's taken.
Did it? Well, I guess the fire didn't stop.
The fire did not stop the regeneration. And then it attacks on Wilven, but that'll be all disadvantage thanks to the protection from evil going. 1 bite,
He was
2
right.
claws.
Then it'd be straight.
That's regular.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be straight up.
You were reckless. Okay, the bite does 9 piercing to you.
Oh my gosh.
Fuck.
The first claw hit did 5 slashing, and you got a 14 con save or get diseased.
Don't let him put that in.
Oh, don't do this to me. No, get out of here.
And 12 missed. All
Okay.
right. Then the tadpole tries to bite you, hitting
Oh,
you for 8
you can negate
piercing.
that, right?
I have a reaction. I can prevent that. Yes, I can.
It's only 2 damage difference if it matters to you. 6 damage if you want to negate it.
Important.
I'm gonna prevent it just in case it's got some special ability
Okay.
to burrow into him on a crit or do some kind of fuckery.
All
I
right,
don't have
Mooncat,
anything
it's your
else to use
turn.
my reaction for.
All right, I'm gonna move down, and then I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on both of them.
Both of them deck saves. The Slod makes it, and the tadpole makes it.
Ah, boo.
Wilven, your turn.
I'm gonna hit this guy.
Tear him up.
24 for 12.
12, got it.
24 for 17.
Finished it. The demon is gone.
23 for 14.
The tadpole splattered across the wall, and you all are victorious. Out of combat now.
Mooncatch is a little sad that he wasn't able to capture one of the cat tadpoles for a pet.
It'd be such a fucked up familiar.
Find familiar. I don't think so. I don't think sorcerers get find familiar, do they?
You'd have to multi-class.
Almost worth it.
If you could have one of those tadpoles, that is.
What do you guys want to do?
Well, we need to be real. Okay, so they were trying to use that crystal thing that they found to make draconians, but they tried it and it started fucking shit up. And then they like fled the place and left. So I mean, I know it's not in your nature, Mooncatch. I think we need to be careful, but I also think that we might need to destroy that thing because it's definitely a bad thing. It's an evil thing.
We should take it up to the altar and ask what's their name to smash it.
Siri?
We could.
You searching over there, Mooncatch?
Yeah.
Okay, you find over there amongst the boxes, amongst the crates. You find some bullseye lanterns and some oil.
Mm.
You find some hempen rope, 4 vials of acid, 3 sets of mason's tools, and in one of the crates, a suit of half plate armor with various displays similar to the altar.
Oh,
Ooh,
So
I thought it was
fire
holy armor.
and things like that. You think it's definitely magical
Ooh,
half
grab
plate.
I tell them that this is magical half plate that prevents you from crashing into rocks.
And that's all anything of value over there.
nice. Well, what about looking at the stone? Is there anything we can do about it? Like,
From here, you could start attacking it if you wanted to.
I should go check it
can we
out.
do like investigating things first until I don't want to like unleash a plague on the Kryn. That's worse than what we got
Mooncatch.
going on.
The bridge looks treacherous. You want to
Oh,
go across it?
Yes.
Okay, it's stable.
can
You find
we-
out it's stable.
Can we
You get halfway across Mooncatch to there. Everyone put you guys where you want to be when Mooncatch gets there.
catch? Unless you told me that we should try. Oh, would you have wanted to try the bridge solo?
Oh, I wouldn't care.
Mooncatch, I
Oh,
could
that's
teleport you
fine.
across.
I could teleport across, but what's the fun in that?
Okay.
All right. Now, from out of the shadows of the very back wall of that room emerges a creature. It looks like a Baz Draconian that has become bloated to the extreme, and its normally bronze scales have turned a green color. Its face has become like a frog, and its mouth is wide, and it unleashes spells against you immediately. Roll initiative.
I got this.
Wow, you guys rolled good that time. One more initiative, please. Looks like it's Calvin. Here we go. Calvin, you want to trade it with anyone?
Gothic.
All right. Wilvin, you
Has
see
it
this
been
thing
10 minutes?
emerge before anyone else. What do you want to do? You see it start to cast a spell on Moonbeam.
I'm going to tap Skathak on the shoulder and teleport us across the bridge.
Nice.
30 feet, which is like...
Right across the bridge. Yep.
Before
So-
I cast other spells, has it been 10 minutes since that last fight, or would Protection of Good and Evil still be up?
It's been 10 minutes since the last fight, yeah. So
Okay.
it'll
It took
be
a while
down.
to search. All good. Oh, I
And
guess move down there.
your spiritual weapon's probably down as well.
And then I'm going to run up to the guy and hit him twice.
Go for it.
Nice. Appreciate you, turd.
Crit for
Wow.
18
That's
and
a
a hit
horrible crit roll.
for... Yeah. Hit for 19.
19.
You still crit them. They can't take that away from you.
Yeah.
Okay, moving all done. Benin, you're going to cast spiritual weapon.
Yeah, I am.
That's a hit for 5 force.
Oh, where did my weapon go? There it is.
All right.
Got to recast it. And I also get Sacred Flame, so save versus that.
Dex save. 10. You got him for 10 radiant. All right. Anything else?
No.
All right. This thing that you're facing is got warty green scales. I know I have warts like growing underneath its scales and parasites in there and such. It's overly large mouth. Ready to chomp down on Wilvin. It does a bite on Wilvin. Bite on Wilvin. 20 Wilvin for 11 piercing.
Ouch.
And then
I haven't started raging yet.
it's casting a fireball spell,
Spell.
which you see it doing. Let me double check and see if it uses any components like verbal or somatic material. Mm-hmm. Okay, you see it casting the spell. You throw a counter spell back at it, and that should block
do.
it. All right, it is counterspelled, and then Skathak, your turn.
Good job, friend.
That fireball might not have been good for that bridge you're standing on as well.
Well, we're gonna come here after that.
It's a great picture of that guy.
Awesome.
All right, I'm going to use. I am going to use Precision Strike, and so then with advantage, try to hit it here. Looks like that's a 23.
That's a hit.
I will re-roll that as it's only a 3, so it'll do 2 less. With a 7, I will put. Let's see, I'm going to put this on at level 2.
It counts as
Nice.
fiendish.
Oh wow. Wow. So 17, 24. That other one's 7, so 31. And I will try to do that as well. So 31 points of damage.
Does he have the monkey on his back like in the picture?
No, he doesn't. That's
Ah,
funny.
you
I
want
never,
that monkey,
I
don't
never
you?
noticed they had monkeys on
Yes.
their backs. That's the drugs. That's
It's not really there. And
okay.
let's see, I
And
will
he seems to be
try.
demoralized from that too.
I will try again. That's a 22. I've already rolled, so I can't re-roll that, but I've used my second level. So this will be a first level. 9, 14. So that's 21 more points of damage.
Got it. All right, Mooncatch.
And
All right. Mooncatch is going to skip across the rope bridge to there. Actually, no, he'll go here. So he has, and he is going to cast Ray of Sickness on it.
Okay,
That's only going to be a 13 to hit.
that missed. After Mooncatch. Oh yeah, more
And he is going to, I'm trying to see. Yeah, he's going to taunt,
taunting. Okay, wisdom save.
make fun of him for the fireball that he wasn't able to catch.
All right, you got him.
Cast.
Taunted. Then Calvin.
Oh,
Right,
shoot.
I'm gonna run across and
Oh,
hook
well.
back. Is there any disadvantages, or does he have any effects that may
No.
make this easier?
Nope, not right now.
Okay.
Forgot about my balance fate thing.
24 for 6,
6, got it. Ooh, we got inspiration now.
nice.
and I will. I don't know what it is, so I'm gonna try precision. using my last superior dice. Does
Well, you rolled
18 hit?
you rolled a 1 on the die, so you're going to miss automatically.
Okay.
But you
Then
have
I will
inspiration
move.
now. And then finish your move where you want. Wilvin, your turn.
I'm going to hit it again.
Hell yeah.
22 for 11.
11, still going.
13 for 13.
13 missed.
That's all I got.
It was also regenerating some damage. I forgot to add that last time. Benin.
Okay, I'm going to attack with the spiritual weapon.
Yeah, they really are. Oh.
Oh, nice. 11 force.
Oh shit! It's so close.
And then magic missile, 3 charges.
Nice.
There it is. That takes it out. The missiles strike down the fiendish creature, and you guys are victorious.
Yeah.
That creature is carrying a pouch containing 900 gold pieces worth of gemstones.
Wow.
They're orange like the other thing, but you don't know if they're related or not. They do look similar. He's also got a Wand of the War Mage, +1. Searching this south area, you find his personal notes on scattered pieces of parchment.
Oh, is this the dude that was doing the research?
Yeah, it says
Volve
they're
something?
labeled Verusa, so this must be Verusa, the Draconian. He's following orders from a dragon army commander named Belaphaon. Let me type that in for you. Belaphaon. His mission was to investigate the monster-creating stone unearthed here. He was optimistic he could use the stone's magic to create disease to turn people into Draconians. He notes that exposure to what he calls the spawning shard has begun to change him. And after that, the notes start to grow sloppy and nonsensical. What do you want to do about that spawning shard?
Can we destroy it? Like,
Sure.
what do you think?
I'll investigate it using my Arcana to see what will happen to it.
Okay, make an intelligence arcana check.
10.
That's something we can get.
You can smash it,
It's
you
close.
think. You can, throw
All
rocks
right.
at it. And do any of you want to take a weapon, by hand to it?
I think we should stay away from it when it blows up. I mean, that's
That makes sense to me.
Okay.
Or
You can
even,
definitely use your
cover
spiritual
it
weapon
with
to
a
bash on it for a while.
Well, I'll hoop hack it from the other side of the
You can
bridge.
back it, yep. Okay, yeah, so you guys can shatter it and just leave it in shards. And that is where we're going to stop. You'll be able to get an extended rest before we play again. You won't actually level up before we play again. You'll be the same level as you are. And we got some treasure to split up. You have an elemental gem emerald. You have studded leather +1. You have bottled breath. You have, the armor that you found with all the sun symbols on it is an armor. It's half plate, armor of resistance, necrotic. And then a Wand of the War Mage +1. Oh, and you found also a potion that you determine is a potion of mind reading. So let me copy those, put them on the screen for you. Potion of Fire Breath was used.
Yeah.
To good effect. Better effect than you could use it any other time, so that was good.
So the blind part only worked there.
Yeah, that wasn't
Cool.
That was only a function of you doing it where you did it. So even though I have it listed there, the Potion of Fire Breath is used, so don't pick it. Okay, everyone roll a straight D20, please.
Can you center us over there while we're
Yeah, that's your guys just below the room if you don't know. All right, so Mooncatch with an 11 wins it. Calvin and Bennett need to roll again. That doesn't work here. Wilvin second to last. Scatback last.
every time?
Calvin rolled a 20. How did you do with your reroll, Bennett?
Not that good, but
be-
we'll find out.
Not
Oh,
quite.
good.
15.
Okay, Mooncatch, you get to pick first.
Elemental Gem.
And since you'll be 6th level, you only get to have 3 permanent. So if you need to discard one, let me know. Elemental Gem is a consumable. Do you need to discard any consumables to take it? Or you can have 6 of those?
Yeah, I think I have.
Go to that.
I think I only have like 2
Okay.
consumables.
Then Calvin, what would you like?
Does the hoop pack? I want the studded leather, but does the hoop pack count as a magical?
Do you have to give
Alright.
something up?
That I'm gonna, the ring of warmth.
Ring of Warmth. I'll add that to the treasures. We'll want that for sure. Ring of Warmth. That gives you resistance to cold. It is it's uncommon, permanent, and I think a tune. Not a nail item. There we go. Okay. So next to go is Benin.
Well, I'm going to take that half plate.
Half plate. Do you need to give anything up?
We get 3.
You
Is
get
that
3
right? Or-
permanents. Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to have to give up that longsword +1.
That is uncommon, permanent. Not a 2. Okay. Then after you comes Wilvin.
I'm checking my items right now, but I don't think there's really anything I want.
Okay. Scathach twice.
Oh, surely you can use the Josh. You're gonna pick up the one to the War Mage, right?
I don't think that stacks with my blood vial, does it? I get the blood vial +1 gives me a +1 bonus to attack rolls. I'm assuming the one of the War Mage does not stack with that.
It might.
Well,
but
I
the one
mean,
of the War
if
Mage
you
might be
use-
wizards only, not sorcerers. I think one of War Mage is anyone, though.
It's
anyone.
spellcasters.
Yeah. So I think they stack.
But it lets you ignore cover too.
Yeah.
That the
Yeah, no.
blood vial
no,
doesn't.
I mean,
And-
I'll definitely take
And the
it.
vial you only have to wear to get the +1, whereas the wand you'll have to hold, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So you should
Yeah.
be
Oh
good.
yeah,
Got a
you
free
can wear
hand.
the vial. Cool. Yeah. I will take the. That's used. I guess I'll take the bottle breath and the potion of mind reading, just so we have it.
And then Wilvin pass again. Benin,
Yeah, there's nothing for me left.
Calvin, Mooncatch.
You can always use torches, so I will take my ring of warmth back and put the drift globe out.
Oh,
Drift
God.
globe. Does anyone want a drift globe? And Mooncatch, you taking a drift globe or a wand of the War Mage?
Wand of the War Mage.
Okay. So does anyone want a drift globe or else it's gone?
So Tom, if I take my sword and I like crack it, can I turn it into a common item for a cracked drift globe instead of a,
Oh, right. No.
instead of a-
Okay.
oh, shit.
So discarding a +1 sword and the drift. You're not really discarding them. They're just basically lose their magic story wise. Okay. There we go. That is the treasure split. We'll play again in a week. You guys will be the same level. You will have had an extended rest, but you don't need to you don't have to send me your character unless you change something other than the magic items you just picked, because I don't know these. So only if you do something other than what this is, do you have to let me know you updated your character.
Cool.
And that is it.
Great game, y'all. That was fun.
Yeah, good.
Thank you,
That's how
Tom.
it was.
Well, thank you.